Alright, what about this one?
Ah, proof that I boarded the express. The conductor gave me
Of course, it's a freaking silver one. I'll give her a gold one. Don't treat her like trash, Mihoyo. She's your mascot. Don't make her the silver ticket. Make her the gold one. March deserves better. Alright, we must go to Mihoyo freaking riot. Alright. March deserves better than a silver ticket. Give her the 5-star golden ticket.
I said I'm looping this song,
Alright,
and I
I
will
want her
loop
to
this
go
freaking song.
The freaking
I'm addicted, yes.
Willy Wonka's freaking chocolate factory, okay?
Also, I'm gonna
She
say right now,
deserves it for being such a
it's
cute-
kind of not a good day today. So if my vibes are kind of bad today,
So I tried
That's
to
why.
transmit a message to us, and it's not working.
Oh, we need to buy the thing
Oh, the
first.
signal transmitter?
Yeah, we need to buy the signal transmitter
Oh, no.
first.
Oh no.
Ah.
Let me.
Yeah, because here I was trying to put like balls on your screen.
Transmit
Hold up.
ball.
Can we buy that?
Also, I am technically playing Star Rail while we're doing this too, just so that I can do my dailies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There we go. It worked. Hey, just write transmit and then write one of them. Right? I think the maximum is 9. No!
Wait, can I try? Can I try?
Yeah, but be careful of what you're typing. Though. So,
Kirby tilt and tumble. Oh, I like this one. I like the fact that you could just.
Meanwhile,
like
I
a
was trying to
Wiimote,
get freaking cameras,
Except it's not a Wiimote.
and I'm not getting like
This
anything.
is the
I'm
Game Boy
getting, like,
Color was the
booty
true
cheeks.
Wiimote.
Like
Okay,
literal booty
with
cheeks.
Kirby tilt and tumble, you could move your Game Boy Color around, and
Holy
the Kirby
frickins.
will actually
I'm getting
move
like HP
based on where you
boots.
tilt. All right, that's
I don't
the
have
real
Blade, by the way,
Wiimote.
so I don't. No, I can't even use
Alright.
Blade even if I wanted to.
Back in my day, this was my Wiimote, the Kirby in tumble. I know where the florist is. It's over there. And because it's over there, I'm gonna teleport because I'm lazy.
I bet's on if I get sick of this song by the
What?
end of the stream. I mean, I already
I
looped this like
teleport.
yesterday.
Hey,
That's
there's
when
a
the
car.
song came out. So.
Where did I talk to this car? This car is specially made in Billabong. So it's laying off a dry heat unique engine that's going to full
Oh
throttle.
yeah, I know there's gonna be some
oh.
people who's
Oh, it's an
gonna be
actual
asking, what's the song?
Sorry.
This is the
What
song.
did you do? What did you do? Did I teleport? Where am I? Where am I? Wait, did I find a bug? No. I
Oh,
think
damn,
I found
I
a
got
bug,
that
guy.
Actually,
Ooh, look at Bella Bob.
never mind.
Oh,
It's booty cheeks too.
ooh, look at this. Wow, nice. There you go. You can clip this. Send.
Oh no, it cut
Actually,
off.
no. I think XP is more.
I like how the
better,
freaking
right?
2-star.
'Cause I'm not really. I don't really build a
clips
traces
also
that
played. That's nice.
much.
Violent biochemical reactions.
Uh.
It will then use the silicone atoms to duplicate itself.
Why am I here? Wait. Did the radio come with me for like a second? Did I see another bug? It's the radio. The radio came
Oh
with
shit.
me.
Here we go again.
Hey, that means you guys are here and
Lethal
existing.
Company?
Oh, you all been
Lethal.
existing, but
I'm sorry.
that
to
means
say,
you guys are
but the real
listening
name
to me.
of
Because I'm not actually on the screen right now.
because you can play Lethal Company by yourself. So that means there's an I somewhere, right? And the lethal is
Things went
L.
wrong,
the,
but don't
the
fret,
first
let's
L
give
is
it another
lethal,
shot.
obviously a capital L. So it
Whoops,
can't
you
be-
already said that.
So it has to be the L at the end, the lowercase.
Thanks,
It's
Twitter.
actually an I.
Very cool.
So I was actually spelling.
Oh, I got booty cheeks again.
This is the real spelling of Lethal Company. All right, it looks like an L, but it's actually a capital I.
Yeah, I still got more booty
Okay.
cheeks. Alright. That's the next recovery.
Why did Miss Fu Shuan
Oh,
use
minute.
the
Okay, I could
very
literally
dramatic
just. I could show myself now.
me?
Can
No, I should have waited like a second. That was a good clip, man. But yeah, for those of you who don't know right now, yes, this is Kiyo-Sekai. Welcome. But I'm currently I'm actually playing Star Rail like, off screen right now because I want to. I have like a minute left until I get like another Trailblaze power, so I can actually do some farming. But yeah, today's Kiyo-Sekai, I'm going to say right now, it was supposed to be it was supposed to start 3 hours ago. You know what happened? I ended up having to do errands, and yeah, I was hoping that I didn't have to I didn't have to take that long, but it ended up taking a long time. So I ended up going home at around like 2 p.m. And the reason why I wanted extra time for myself was so that I could actually finish everything and like tidy up everything. But only half of it is tidied up. Half of the stuff that I have prepared are tidy up. And I already had one that I was like pre-prepared because I already showed it on Twitter, which is mine. But yeah. And yes, I am 100% looping this song the whole stream, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I made a promise on Twitter, and I'm doing it, alright? It's the song, I like the song, okay? For those of you who don't know what the song is, it's Star Rail's 2.0 MV trailer. It's called White Knight. Not White Knight as in like a knight, like as in like the thing that people sometimes call me, but I'm not actually a knight. But night as in like, oh, it's dark outside, it must be nighttime kind of night, alright? Alright. I see that I have the things now, so I'll just let the oh no! Natasha used her thing. You know what? I might as well just show it. Right, I have it up, yeah. I have Star Rail. Also, don't judge this team, alright? Don't judge this. It's a support captain. But, don't judge this team, okay, guys? And especially don't judge Natasha, okay? I know she's power crap, but I will forever use her if I can. Alright. If she's not viable in the instance, then I will use someone else, obviously. But like if it's MOC, like endgame, super endgame content, then I'm probably not gonna use Natasha, unless it's like physical weak enemies or whatever, right? But oh, it's the cord headset. Okay, be a little weird. But yeah, how are you all doing today? Like I said before, when I was like disembodied for a little bit, I am today's not a good day for me. Boots, okay. Attack boots, oh, but it has speed, so it's not the right set, but I mean it's something. And then defense is spooky cheeks. Okay. Alright. I don't think I need any more. Oh wait, no, I could get like the dailies. Speaking of the dailies, hold on. Let me also I want to check, not this, but I want to check how much Jades I have. So it can count how much I have for wait, 4800. I think that's 30 pulls. I have 30 pulls saved right now for Black Swan. Alright. And I will say right now, okay, before we get to talking about like the showcase, let me talk about the 2.0, which by the way, yes, you're hearing the 2.0 song. I'm jamming to 100% jamming to it and looping it. But I can't believe they marketed Acheron for 2.1. Like, I really wanted 2.1 to be a dead patch because I wanted both Black Swan and Sparkle. but knowing that it feel like it's 2.0, right? You're likely gonna get a lot of jades in 2.0, and I know we get 20 extra pulls, like just like that, right? Well, not just like that, but like you have to check in like for 7 days and you get 10, and then you do just a login for like 10 more, right? It's gonna be so good. Like I don't know. I'm a hope that I get at least Black Swan. I want one of them early. Okay. I want an early Black Swan. I want an early Sparkle. Alright. I think Sparkle's Amanda's, so I want her. And then Black Swan, of course, I want Black Swan. I really need a win DPS. And Black Swan fits the criteria. And I know there's gonna be some people who be like, but Kiyo, what about Sampo or Default Dan? Let me give you a command why I can't do that. Alright. I can only play waifus that I specifically approve of. So I can't play Hook, for example, because I don't really care too much about Hook. Her VA is great though. Like she shares a VA, same VA as Esta, who I approve of. So Sushang, Natasha, I use them. These are the same people, yeah. But yeah, I have 30 pulls right now, but we're definitely gonna get a whole lot more, like a whole lot more. So I can't wait for 2.0. Actually, no. I retract that statement. I can wait for 2.0 so that I can get more daily jades. And I believe there's like a web event, and if enough people join in that web event, everyone gets like 60 jades. So or the people who participate to get 60 jades. So that's nice. And I believe there's also 60 jades that you could get, or like it's 30, but you can get it 2 times for 60 jades in the event. So more stellar trade. Every time I see like the free stuff, I think of that one thing. Like I see on Reddit, like people post be like, stellar jade, and I think of that thing. I know it's an SCP if I remember correctly, but still, I just think of that thing, that post. Yeah, and yes, I do look at Reddit. I mostly lurk though, so if you want to actually talk to me, it's best to talk to me on Discord or here on stream. But you know, best of Discord, okay? But yeah, well, I don't think I need to talk about anything else for 2.0. Oh wait, no. As you can see, there's a new waifu hit pat right now. Yeah, she's also Star Rail. I think she's slowly become one of my most, I guess. I think she became like almost best girl. And for those of you who don't know, Stell is best girl for me. Alright, I literally have Stell best regular waifu, don't at me. Okay. But Firefly kind of like really wanted to be in the same tier as Stell, and we don't even know anything about her in game, so I can't wait for Firefly. Although I did look at the trailer a little bit more, and I feel like, should I say this? Because I don't know if it's actual, like I could be actually cooking and I could end up being right. So I don't want to say it, but at the same time, I kind of want to have a conspiracy theory talk for like Star Rail, like real quick. And no, I'm gonna say right now, I did not have any dreams. I did not go to Penacony and have a dream, okay? Because I know it's gonna be like, oh no, Kiyo's having dreams, being a leaker. And no, I don't look at. I try to avoid leaks. So yeah, but actually, okay, maybe I should do a vote, because maybe there are people who are looking and you wanna say something. Yeah. Oh, okay. Should I say a HSR conspiracy theory? Yes, no. I'm gonna do this for like 2 minutes. If I can do 2 minutes, yeah, 2 minutes. All right. Vote if you want me to say the conspiracy theory that I'm thinking about right now for 2.0. Or, okay, not 2.0, but about a certain thing that's gonna happen in Penacony. Because I believe they said Penacony ends, or starts with 2.0 to 2.3, 2.4, I don't remember. Around there. That's when the main story ends. Right? So, yeah. Oh wait, I forgot I still had this thing pinned. We can unpin that. Cause I'm streaming right now, so it's okay. I'm sorry, I really like this song, bro. And yes, I do have the game muted. I normally mute the game when I play, like for dailies and stuff, because I basically like heard everything. I already did like the story and everything. Just like all missions, I have no missions left to do. Like, okay, the only thing that I would like need to do right now is MOC 12 and maybe do a simi. That's the only thing I need to do. Because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like my Clara does no damage, so I'm trying to farm the physical set so I can actually have Clara be in the right set. Because if you don't know, my Clara is in Longevous set because she doesn't have enough crit rate. Where's she? There you go. Yeah. 52% crit. And we're only on 127. Wait, am I using the wrong? Wait. No. Is someone using her thing? No, this is the right thing. Oh, wait, no, I have another thing that gives a little bit more crit rate, I think. Yeah. These boots are freaking crit. It's just so unfortunate that it's HP and not attack. Like if I swapped it out like that, I would get like 2.8 attack. And then if I swap it back in, not speed. Swap back in, I get like 3.4. Yeah, and then this is the secret vow, not this light cone, which I put on Jinglu because Jinglu has mostly been carrying me for MOC, so yeah. MOC 12, I feel like I'm struggling a little bit. At least I feel like I need to do better on both sides, but you know, like I could probably finish it in like when we get to like the 19, right? I'm always like teetering onto it, like, so I'm a little bit concerned about my team right now, so. Oh yeah, also if feel free to say if the music is too quiet, because it is loud enough for me. Actually no, if anything is too loud or too quiet, because I know I made the music quiet on purpose because I don't want it to overpower anything. I don't want people to jam too hard and not realize that I'm a streamer who exists. But you know, I will say that I will pin this message though. There you go. Because I know there are gonna be some people who's gonna be like, "K, stop looping the song." So I'll pin that. But that's the only thing I'll pin for now. Yeah. Clara, it's like Clara Jinglu is like the three. Okay, Sela as well. My Sela's not that great. Look at this, pitiful. Okay, main reason being is this thing is like so. Okay, it has 6.1% crit rate actually, but it's still bad. It's so bad though. This freaking got effect hit rate. It rolled effect hit rate and then it put effect hit rate like twice. I think. Like effect hit rate twice, crit rate once, HP once. Yeah, that's pretty doo-doo. So yeah. But everything else is probably okay. Maybe the balls aren't good either. Yeah, these balls aren't good. Actually, do I have quantum balls? Do I have? I know they're called planet ornaments, but once I heard Molly, aka Sela's voice actor, let's say freaking balls, what she's like. I kind of just want to say balls now. I mean, okay. I believe Glamoth is good if you have enough crit rate and you have speed. To back this up, right? What the heck? Wait, hold up. I just realized that this freaking orb has a robot inside it. Wait, hold up. Wait, is Glamith? Wait, hold up. Is Glamith actually the planet that Sam? We don't even know who Sam is. Sam is a robot. He was part of Stellar 100. Is Sam's homeworld Glamith? Wait, hold up. Interesting. Like I'm just realizing this now. And then we the Bellbog. I can see, right? At this Yanzhou, right? This is the space station, right? What is this? I don't know what that is, but and then Pentacode. Okay, I already knew Pentacoding, but like this, I didn't know about this. But and then the laser stadium, of course. I already knew about this though. Is this one? I didn't know there was a robot. But yeah, I think I'm stalling like too long. Let's do the freaking thing now, right? Because I know there are gonna be some people who will be like, Kiyo, I want to see the thing. Kiyo, let me see the people that you showcase. Which I don't know if there are people who just came in. I am only able to showcase like the people who submitted plus myself because I do not have enough time because of life saying I need to do errands for people. So yeah. So I don't need Star Rail. I'm gonna keep Star Rail up because I'm probably gonna play it later, but not that. Not tonight. Alright, let me make sure I have it up. Okay, yeah, I do have it prepared, but for those of you who don't know what Kiyo-Sekai is, Kiyo-Sekai is a series where I isekai myself into a game universe and I talk about like what I would be like as a character in the universe. Normally I would do game mechanics because I'm a big fan of looking at game mechanics and trying to implement things into like headcanon stuff into the game universe, you know. I like doing that. But this time we are isekai other people into Star Rail, and yeah, that's why the game is Star Rail, because it's about Star Rail. And we are 100% going to be talking about Star Rail. And I need another tab, or not another tab, another window actually, because I do want to show off like potential like builds and stuff that you could do with the people that I'm showcasing, because I like to go deep dive into all that stuff too. So let me actually have all that stuff. Get a list of light cones, relics, ornaments for myself. Okay, but I can say, oh yeah, this person goes really well with this person. This person really likes this relic set, because that's what I like doing. Right, I'm a Theorycrafted. But yeah, let's start. All right, the first person who submitted is actually one of my friends. Their name is Bean. If it shows, hello. I have to. Okay, well, hold up. There you go. There you. That's how it is right there. Okay, I'm gonna say right now. The freaking pictures right here. There are gonna also be some other stuff as well. Because I did. Oh, yeah, there's gonna be some other stuff as well. The pictures I did literally last minute. Except for my own, because I already had that like pre-prepared like last month, I think. So, or at least early this month, I forget. But these I literally did last minute, aka like 30 to 40 minutes before the stream started. So, I was rushing. I actually was rushing to get these done. But now okay, the pictures I was rushing to get. I had everything else like. This stuff. The only person that I didn't like have finished like when I woke up today was one person, but this person I'm not showing anyway because we don't have time, and I know we don't have time. So yeah, if we do have time for some reason, I will instead play some Star Rail. Or no, actually, I'll probably just end early because today's just not a good day. I'm not gonna lie. Today has just been booty cheeks day today, and I don't know why I'm saying booty cheeks a lot today as well, but it was just not a good day. But yeah, let's talk about Bean. Bean actually gave me the reporter version of Bean's PNG, so you're seeing reporter Bean, not Bean normally. So I'm just putting that out there. Let me also shout out Bean. That's what we do here. And Bean's also one of my friends, so do follow Bean. Also very helpful Gabo, support Gabo. So you help them out because helping them helps other people. And that person could also be you. Alright. I know of Bean for like a long time, even before Bean was Bean. So yeah. It's just, I just realized it's been like, it's 2024 and I met Bean like 2020. Jeez, man. Time flies, man. But yeah, I'm hoping that we like I will be able to like continue doing this, you know, the time to come, you know. But I keep saying, you know, I think I'm so stressed that today I'm just saying, you know, a lot. I feel like I have like the random habits of repeating certain phrases whenever I'm stressed. So yeah. So I do apologize, like I said before, if my vibes are kind of today. You're right, I'm kind of like not feeling the best. But enough about that, because I don't want to keep talking about the bad, because I want to showcase. So let's do this. All right, Bean. If you don't know the symbols right here, this is the element, and this is the path, aka like the role, their role. So this element means physical, and this element, this path means harmony. And harmony just basically means buffing, or mostly it just means buffing. There are some characters in the game that are like, oh, I am this path, but I actually do this kind of stuff. There's a little bit like destruction is probably the most susceptible to being like weird. But we're not talking about any destruction characters, I don't think. Well, let me check the list. No, yeah. All 4 characters that I'm going to be showcasing today are not destruction, so it's fine. But yeah. Alright, so Bean is a harmony unit, physical. So that means Bean deals physical damage and deals toughness damage, just physical stuff. Yeah, yada yada yada, right? But stats, HP, above average. Okay, so let me talk about what I mean by above average, below average, because I know some people are gonna be like, I actually want the numbers. We're not here about numbers. This is not numbers meta, whatever. This is just about doing stuff. Although I did try to like balance it out, like I did like a point system for this, but just do note that don't worry too much about like the vagueness of it. It just means like, oh, compared to the other characters in the game right now, Bean would probably be above average of the cast. That's basically what that means, right? This is relative to the current cast of HSR. But alright, so Bean has pretty good HP, not very high attack, because Bean is a porter and Bean is a harmony character, so it makes sense. Defense above average, I mean, it helps. Defense, usually with like harmony characters that don't scale off a certain stat, HP defense is like nice. Any kind of defense stat, or like utility stats, or speed. Speed's also good. Bean has high speed. Not high, but like above average. Plus meaning that out of all the people who are above average, Bean is on the higher side of above average. right? And then taunt 100, which, I mean, harmony characters just have 100 taunt. It's no ifs, ands, or buts, right? For those of you who don't know what taunt value is, each path has a specific kind of taunt value. So Hunt and Erudition, aka the DPS ones, have a taunt of 75. 100 ones would be Abundance, Nihility, and Harmony with 100. So that's like the healer, the buffer, and like the debuffers. And then 125 is Destruction, and which is like basically the bruiser kind of class. And then the tanks, aka Preservation, is 150. But nose. I don't think I need to blow my nose yet though, but we're getting to that point. Definitely gonna be blowing my nose at least once today. Alright, basic attack. Do I need to talk about basic? Because basically it doesn't matter. But Bean's basic is riling gossip. Basically Bean just hears gossip and be like, hey, this or you talks about gossip that'll do like psychic damage, kind of. I don't know. Like there are some things that's like, oh, in the game that's like, oh, this person does this kind of, like they show on the screen that's like, oh, they're doing this thing, but in reality it does like a specific element. Let's say, for example, okay, who's a good example of this? Someone who looks like they're not doing the right element. I guess Luca, I guess, is an example. Like people really like saying, like Luca looks like his theme is like fire, but in reality he's a physical leader, right? But yeah. That's B's basic. Just basically just a really basic. There's nothing to write home about. Bean's skill. Bean wants to interview. No, they go and interview someone, aka an ally. And they give a buff to them with a toughness damage and a crit rate buff for about 3 turns. And Bean also gains 1 story, which I guess I could talk about what I mean by story. Bean's ult costs a special thing called stories. So Bean needs to collect stories in order to get this, to show off this real uplifting scoop. Alright. So how Bean gets stories is using skill, obviously, because we mentioned it right here. And talent. So whenever an ally weakness breaks or defeats an enemy, Bean gains 1 story and also gets action advanced by a set percentage. It's not going to be 100. I'm just going to say right now. Bean will not immediately like take action. Okay. That would be kind of ridiculous. But yeah. But Bean can also hold a maximum of 12 stories. So in case you want to ult twice, you can ult twice as Bean if you want to. Because Bean's ultimate is kind of like a one-off kind of deal. Because it makes their next attack apply weakness break and defense ignore or buff. So that is it's actually pretty good. If you don't know what that means, ignoring defense is really good because stacking more of those is like exponentially. It makes the damage exponentially better, right? But yeah, and also applying weakness break effects is just nice, depending on the element, of course, but usually they're good, right? So yeah, technique, it's kind of normal, honestly. Upon entering battle, Bean gains 4 stories. Bean saw that with their own eyes, you know. But yeah, yes, Bean's talent is also seeking heroic stories. Because Bean's searching for this, for all the like news, you know. This is a reporter Bean. Yeah. And then we already talked about ultimate, like just offhand, but you know, yeah, ultimate. Ultimate is probably like Bean's, like ultimate and like trying to get the stories. So like talent, like that this is Bean's bread and butter. Right. This is okay. Yeah, this is fine. But so I'd say like if you want to like prioritize like what to like invest in, if being where a character in the game, it would be talent ultimate. Talent. I believe I'm gonna assume the scaling is gonna be the action advance. So, 'cause I actually just realized there's actually no. I don't see like anything that would indicate scaling for talent. So yeah, the leveling up talent means you're leveling up the action forward. So, and then the leveling up the ultimate buffs the value of the buff, right? So yeah, leveling up skill is the same thing, and then basic attack. Bean's not a DPS unless you want to build DPS Bean for some reason. There you go. But yeah. Traces. These are things that like kind of make or break character sometimes. So let's see if I actually ended up making or breaking Bean. Basic attack deals 30% or 30 additional toughness damage. For those of you who don't know the toughness damage values, basic attacks usually deal 30. Skills, depending on what kind of attack it is. If it's like a single target, it's 60. Blast is 60 and then 30 to adjacent enemies. Excuse me. Single target ultimate is 90. AoE is AoE ults are 60 to all. AoE skills are 30 to all. And yeah. And some people, like Ruan Mei, for example, can extend or can increase this value, and like this trace, it's the same thing. It makes basic attack deal 30 additional. You might be wondering, why is this here? Like, if you're not fighting physical weak enemies, wouldn't this? Yeah. Wait. Hello. Okay. KO. If Bean doesn't attack a physical weak enemy, then wouldn't this be useless? No, because it applies to all it. It applies 30 toughness damage regardless. I probably should have specified that, but it's fine. But yeah. A4 trace is more good news. I forgot the name of A2 is Blackmail Worthy Gossip. Just because it's about the basic, right? A4 trace is more good news, which basically lets the ally who triggered talent. So that means if that ally weakness breaks or defeats the enemies, the ally will also gain a all type resistance penetration buff for a turn. For those who don't know what that means, that basically means it's basically like defense shred, except it's for an element. But this is all elements, so because it's a different stat, basically resistance versus defense, right? It's like, okay, it's like, for example, okay, think of it like D&D, I guess, if those of you play D&D. Damage reduction. Let's say I take 3 less damage from all sources. And then I have resistance to fire, I guess. I don't know. That's spitballing an element. No, doesn't matter. I have fire resistance, so let's say 50%. Like, if you have defense ignore, so let's say damage reduction ignore, so that means I would take 3 damage more because I initially take 3 damage less. And then if you want to do fire damage, right? So let's say you're doing 10 fire damage to me. I resistance, so that's 50%, so -5, and then -3, so I would take 2 damage from fire, from a 10 damage fire attack, right? This is just an example. But I don't think it works like that. But. And if we have res pen, so let's say this attack has 30% res pen. And then we ignore the defense Okay, if we do one at a time, it'll be we take 5 damage, right? Take 5 damage from this. Right. Because we still have fire resistance, right? So we ignore the -3 damage taken. So I would still 10 divided by 2 is 5. Right? 50%. And then with this, if we reduce this, it would be like, so 30% would be 30% res pen would be 20%, so I would a 20% resistance to fire, so that'd be 8 minus 3 would also be 5, which conveniently, but it's the same thing. But if the number is like bigger, for example, like if both numbers are big, or if you combine both of them, it'd basically be like it would be 7. It would be 7, yeah, which is still good, right? Or sorry, 8. I forgot that. I feel like the number that I said was bad, but you know what? I'm gonna continue. But think basically, when an talent, if this is triggered, they get a buff. And this could be Bean themselves, but I mean, Bean is not a DPS. So. At least not this form of Bean. This Bean form is not DPS. Because I know Bean has other PNGs and stuff, so they could always be a DPS if they want to, but in this case, they're not a DPS. But, yeah. A6, epic battle versus the bad guy. Yes. And here we have. Actually, let me zoom in because so people understand what the heck I was drawing when I was rushing to draw. Okay, there's 2 people talking. Is Bean eavesdropping? This is Bean holding out a mic. This is just like a newspaper pog. I have a little book thing. It has a star in it. A pen. This is just Bean pointing at a star. Like Bean saw that happen. And this is the same thing as a basic attack, but also has like a defense. Like a. It has a. This is supposed to be a shield. But I crossed it out because this is dealing toughness damage, so it's like trying to break their shield. It was a plus. And then this is the same as a talent, except it also has a shield. And then this one I did a little bit more liberties. This is Bean from the backside, taking a photo of 2 people doing a fight right there. And then this is just Bean starts combat with 2 additional stories. So that means Bean starts battle with 0. Right? I would just say it right now. Stories are not stored. Which doesn't make sense, but you know. Bean doesn't store stories, but Bean gains more stories as this battle starts. Or as the battle continues. So there you go. So this will mean that like I believe MOC you start with like half of your energy, right? Most people traditionally start battle or have an energy system with ultimate, but we're actually going a little bit unique today. We'll give Bean a different cost to it, right? Like, minor traces. Bean seems to like breaking things, obviously, because whenever an ally weakness breaks or defeats an enemy, you know. Break effect, HP, and effect res. Effect res isn't really needed, but it's nice, right? And HP is, again, always nice because you don't want your supports to die. Anyway, E1. These are gonna be the whale stuff. I usually rate things try to do things based off of just these because most people like to build people E0, assuming the person is a 5-star, right? Because all of my people, actually, I'm gonna check right now. Do I have any 5 stars at okay, that isn't a standard 5-star. Okay, no, Kafka, no, Jigliu, no, and then Rat doesn't count. Okay. Yeah, I have 0 people who are E1 that are that are not standard. I have E1 Romeo and I have E1 Clara. So those people don't count. And then Stell is technically a 5-star. I know you guys can't see anything, but I'm just saying it so that you guys know. And then yeah, Himiko, Bailu, well are 0. Okay. Okay. But yeah, let's talk about the whaling stuff. Alright, E1. I need that. Okay, fun fact. This E1 or the word "I need that scoop" specifically has been a problem for doing things because I ended up forgetting to change the name of people's stuff to something else, and I need that scoop ended up being the name of certain other people's stuff. But I fixed it. Don't worry, unless I didn't, which we might find out soon enough. But yeah, when an enemy is weakness broken, Bean gains speed for 2 turns. Very nice. It's not a stacking buff, so if you're doing like pure fiction and you're breaking everything, you're giving Bean a lot of stories, but you're not you're not giving Bean a whole lot more speed. Alright, so E2. Eavesdropping Gobbo. Bean gains 1 story when using basic attack. So this allows Bean to actually be more SP positive and be more encouraged to actually use basic attack. Because I'd say Bean's main struggle right now is probably getting stories in the first place. Because Bean needs to use this to get stories. But if Bean uses skill too much, then Bean ends up being SP negative, which is not good for the team. So E2 really helps with that. Like, Bean can be SP positive without having to do anything stupid, like using skill constantly. E3, fact check. As a basic attack, the skill is your standard. Like, 2 of these get buffed. Right. That's basic and skill in this case. E4, make connections, not break them. When an ally falls in battle, okay, this is a interesting one. I probably kind of weird this one, but when an ally falls in battle, if Bean has 8 or more stories, again, Bean can hold up to 12. Set right here, can hold up to a maximum of 12. Bean consumes 8 stories to automatically revive a fallen ally. And this can happen as many times as you want, so long as Bean has enough stories. Alright. So, it's nice, but I mean, you have a sustain. Bean is not a sustain character. So, it's there, but not needed, right? Bean is Bailu. Bean has a Bailu ability. Because you're not always gonna be using that ultimate. Because ultimate only buffs the next attack of that ally, so you want to time it. So that's why having 8 or more stories is doable, obviously, because you don't want to blow this up too much. Because this is a big buff. I would say right now this is a big buff. Because if it's a one attack thing, it's pretty bad. So this numbers wise, I am going to assume that this is a very big buff. E5 is another little stat boost or level up boost for the other stuff. For those who don't know the trend of Eidolons, E3 and E5 are usually just buffs to one of the 4 abilities that everyone has. So in this case, talent, ultimate, aka the remaining 2. Right. E6, always a good ending. E5 is a glorifying tale. E6, always a good ending. Whenever talent is triggered, Bean gains an additional story. So, I heard. So this is basically, I heard you had story generation problems. Let's crank that up to 11. Yeah. So that means Bean gets 2 stories whenever talent is procced. which is ridiculous. Because if you're doing pure fiction, Bean is just getting stories off the wazoo. I'd say overall, I feel like I did Bean dirty. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, I think it's still fine because toughness damage is never bad because you want to break enemies, right? And then a crit rate buff is also never bad unless you're playing with a damage over time team, which in that case Bean isn't that great for those people because dot teams mostly care about having a lot of attack and like damage, I guess. I don't know if I assume damage applies to dots, right? But yeah, crit doesn't really apply because damage over time cannot crit. So you want someone who just is a traditional damage dealer. One that actually just does damage, can crit, the usual, right? So let's talk about the other stuff that I mentioned, aka the building, aka the stuff that the talk that I like talking about. All right, let me make sure I have this here. Yes, I do. Perfect. All right, let's not talk about synergies yet. Let me put this over here. Light cones. Bean is a harmony character, so talk about the harmony ones. So I guess we were talking about 3 stars. I know it's harmony, so we actually can't talk about the 3 stars. Meshing cogs is bad, actually. Bean does not require energy, therefore Bean does not like meshing cogs. If you have to pick a 3-star light cone for whatever reason for Bean, okay, after a team ban increases attack, both of these are actually pretty good. I'd say chorus is the best one because you're not gonna have 2 people with the chorus. Or whatever. Why would you have 2 people with chorus unless you literally have no light cones? But meditation is, I just realized it's only 1 turn. And it's a flat buff. But still it's okay, it can probably do something. Like it might be able to do certain things for MOC, like I guess, I don't know. But chorus is probably the best one. Alright, 4 stars. The battle pass light code. Let me read it because I think I need to read this. Allies attack increased by percent, crit damage. Okay. If you like having the buff change a lot, then I guess it's okay. But Bean likes being in a team where you like breaking a lot of enemies or defeating an enemy. So we're gonna have this buff change a lot. And I don't know if people like that, so yeah. Probably not that good on Bean. I usually don't really care for this battle pass icon. I like the Ting Yun, but that's about it. I just like Ting Yun because she's the reason why I freaking heard of Star Rail in the first place. Dance, dance, dance. Actually pretty good because Bean can actually can action forward people, and Bean can use ultimate twice. Bean has the potential to use ultimate twice, so yeah, actually pretty good. I mean, Dance is just universally good. Memories of the past, bad. Energy, Bean does not use energy, so Bean doesn't care about this. Break effect, if you really want break effect. Memories of the past, I guess, but Bean doesn't need it, right? Bean has traces where you get break effect, but they don't need it, right? Although you know why I'm saying they, Bean does refer to them as they them. I don't know if there's any other pronouns. I could be wrong. But yeah, they them. She they. I don't know. But you ask Bean. Ask Bean themselves. Okay. For the rest of the people, I do know their pronouns for sure. So. Past and future. It's a speed tune light cone, so Bean doesn't care. So no, probably not that good on Bean. Planetary rendezvous. I mean, if you have a physical team, it's fine. Actually, since we're talking about physical team, let's physical. Okay, Sushang. Okay. Clara Argenti. Luca is a Annihility and likes bleeding, so that's a damage over time. Luca doesn't count, unfortunately. Or maybe he does. I don't know. Like I don't know Luca's mechanics. But Sushang, Clara, Argenti. Mostly probably Argenti because Bean likes breaking enemies and Argenti is AoE, so it's gonna be breaking a lot more enemies than say Sushang, for example. Although Clara can too, because he does have counterattacks. Right now, it's fine. Planetary Rendezvous is fine if you really want to buff your physical DPS. 5 stars. Run May Light Cone. I forget that this thing has another effect. If you are building Brick Effect Bean, then maybe you can do this. Which actually, I just realized may not even need to do it as much because... oh wait, no, that's E5, sorry. I mean, S5, S5. 60%, like you need minimum 90% Brick Effect. Or I should say, what's the percent that was run? Wait. Let me check run me. I think our primary trace. Okay, so 37. So Bean is getting around 37.3% break effect. So plus the 60%. So you need 52.7% break effect from other sources. Literally just to do that, which is very doable. So yeah, you could do break effect Bean, but you're probably giving this to your Ruin May because she really wants to have break effect. So, but I mean, if you don't have a Ruin May, but you have her light code for some reason, there you go. You put it on Bean, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot there's only 2 5-star like, and then Battles and Over is kind of bad because Bean doesn't have energy. Bean doesn't have energy. The skill points got good, I guess, but yeah. Where uses their skill, next ally take action except the where. Yeah, you'd have to. This is another speed tuning, but Bronya just added actions forwards people, so she doesn't care about speed tuning as much. Well, okay, she does if you want to play optimally. Like you make your DPS faster than Bronya. But yeah. But that's it for light codes, unfortunately, because there's actually not a lot of harmony ones, surprisingly. Alright, next up is the ruts. I believe it's gonna be very obvious that it's going to be the messenger. But let's look at the other ones. Sizzling Thunder. Obviously is DPS one, no. DPS, no. Eagle could be actually pretty good. If you, after Bean uses ultimate, they get action advance. So if you wanna be Zoom Bean, there you go. You can use this like up to 2 times, so you can technically action advance Bean by like 50% just by using ult twice. So interesting. So you can do that, and you can stack it alongside. It's like, okay, so for example, like you can make Bean use ult on your DPS. Like let's say it's DPS's turn. Use ult on the DPS attacks, either break someone or kill someone. And then Bean gets action advance, and then Bean uses ult again, and then Bean gets action for it even more. And that basically you could end up literally just giving Bean an extra turn just by that. So, yeah, very nice strategy that you could do with Eagle. It has to be 4-piece though. So, there's a DPS one, so no. DPS, no. Tank one, no. Bean's not a tank. Bean has a tank, but Bean isn't. DPS, no. Tank one, Bean doesn't use shields, so no. Defense, this is okay if you want to, if you have to, but otherwise no. HP one is the same thing as the Knight one. If you have to, you can, but ideally it's hacker space. If you have to, Musketeer is fine for the speed, right? Bean doesn't heal, so it doesn't matter with this one. Bean doesn't use dots or attacks, it doesn't matter. No follow-up attacks, doesn't matter. If you want break effect Bean, Thief is good. And then Imaginary, no. Okay. So yeah, TLDR for build, relic wise. Thief if you want to do break Bean. Musketeer is budget. Messenger is the ideal. Defense and HP set is if you have to, you don't have anything else. 2-piece weathering, same thing. Eagle if you want to be fancy. Oh wait, okay, so far nothing. Okay, sorry, I do see the thing right there. It's saying ads starting soon. Don't worry. If ads do show up, I will just stop. Don't worry. 4-piece Eagle if you want to be fancy with Bean's ultimate usage. But yeah, that's it for relics. But I know there's gonna be an ad coming, so I'm gonna wait.
Oh no!
I'm having it.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm having a good time, bro. A fantasy. I need a book on those actually. Oh, my nose, man. My nose. For those of you who are new here and don't know, I do blow my nose at least once per stream. Although you're probably looking at ads right now, so probably can't hear me, but I blow my nose at least once per stream, so yeah. This is best decision of last month ever. Adding the seal of disgust noises every time I do nose blow. I'll be alone tonight. Wait, I really need to look at the lyrics. I know the lyrics for some of these, but yeah, this part is where I don't know the lyrics. Because this is the extended version. Take me away, away, away. Wanna be alone tonight, baby. No one else left for me to lose. Getting to the other side, other side. Okay. I did say I wanted to sing the song. I mean, I kind of doing it, but I need the full lyrics because I only know the lyrics for like the trailer, and this is the extended version, and I wanna sing to the full version. Whoa. This song is great, man. This song is good. Now I'm gonna drink some water. You know what? Let me. I know what I need. Yeah, let me make sure. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna get the sword. There you go. There you go. And yes, I'm gonna keep the MILF's hat on, obviously, because this is a Star Rail stream. That freaking line specifically.
Oh shit.
uh,
Here we go again.
okay, for those of you who don't know, I was basically just I blew my nose and I was talking about how much I like the song. But there was a line in the song that I really like to beep on, which is tick and talk once more, your host. Every time I hear that, I always think about like people like forever DMs being like, "Ah, dang, I had to DM again," and then everyone being like the players being like, "Tick and talk once more, your host." Sorry, I'm still jamming too. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, ornaments, the balls. Planet ornaments for Bean. I'd say any support one is fine. So broken Kiyo for crit damage, but you do need to build 30% effect res. Which I mean, Bean has some effect res, but you still need to build effect res. So you can't guarantee broken Kiyo, but if you can, then there you go. Broken Keel's okay. Fleet of the Ageless. You are likely putting speed boots on Bean, and Bean has above average speed, so that means they're gonna have about around 125, 130 speed, I'd say. So you can realistically have Fleet of the Aegis proc, so it's fine. Inert Hustle's DPS, Pan Galactic. Bean doesn't care because he doesn't care about effect hit rate. Penacony. Penacony is okay. It's, you may lose out on the 5% energy regen because Speed doesn't have energy regen, or they don't care about energy at all. But if you want to help out your physical DPS, Penacony is something to do. Really, no DPS one. That's a DPS one. Von Whack is another one where it's like get energy regen, but kind of pointless. Sprightly Von Whack actually could be not that great now that I think about it, because if you're starting a battle in like MOC for example, you're likely breaking at least 1 or 2 enemies. So Von Whack kind of doesn't really matter for Bean, because Bean is just gonna probably immediately take turn when you start battle because of the action advance. In case where you're not action advancing, then it could be okay, but I'd still say Von Whack's kind of bad. And if you really, for some reason, really want break effect, Talia's there, but I'd say best one would be just the generic support ones, really. Just Broken Keel, Fleet of the Ageless, I didn't skip that. Penacony, Von Whack's very much less so. But yeah. Those three, Penacony, Fleet, and Keel. I'm going to assume probably the best one is Keel, because crit damage is really nice. But if you are playing with a dot team, well, actually no, you don't want a dot team, so never mind. Broken Keel is probably this one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for ornaments. Yeah, there's really nothing else. I believe no, there's new relic sets, which are, the relic set is there's a DPS set which doesn't matter. It's like it's the scuba diver one, and the drip one, which is break effect for the whole team, which is okay. You could use that set as well for like the relics. It's not gonna show here, obviously we don't know the numbers, but that could be something you could do once 2.0 comes out. If Bean were to somehow be released in 2.0. But yeah. Synergy wise, okay. Let's talk about it. Right? Bean likes breaking. So the obvious answer would be Ruan Mei, because she likes breaking enemies too. She helps people break more easily, and Bean likes having people break stuff. So Ruan Mei, I think, is a very obvious like synergy there. Ratman. I mean he's pretty good at dealing a lot of break or toughness damage as well because of his follow-up attack, so ratio is good too. Shui Yi likes breaking as well. Or I should say likes doing a lot of toughness damage, so Shui Yi is also a really good one. Let's see. Anyone else in particular? I mean Daniel likes buffs, so Daniel's fine. DPS is DPS, but unless I see something specific. Oh, Sela is good for if we're fighting against like ads, because Sela can kill something, or Sela can break and kill something, which triggers Bean's talent twice actually, because you weakness break them and then you kill them, right? so Sela is actually really good for Bean if Sela is able to do the right stuff. Who else? Trying to see if there's anyone else in particular. I mean, Herda could do some break. Himiko likes breaking as well, so Himiko, Herda could be fine. If you're doing pure fiction, you have either one of them. Yeah, he's gonna like them. Tingyun is a support. So Sushang, Clara, and Argenti are physical, so that's something to keep in mind for Bean. You want to just help them out just by having like Penacony set. I don't even think Yanshi is that great here. Well, I mean, okay, Well likes breaking, but actually, okay, so I didn't say Bean likes breaking, but Bean also likes killing enemy. Okay, Ruan Mei is still fine. I was about to say like, oh, Ruan Mei might be a little bit anti-synergistic because of the fact that Bean likes weakness breaking, but not necessarily just letting them not take a turn. So Ruan Mei is synergistic but also anti. It's like the same relationship as Ruan Mei, right? Himiko likes breaking but doesn't like the enemy not being able to regen their toughness. So Well is same thing with Well. Well, actually, Welt's not killing it. He is also a DPS if you want him to be. So he also delays people when he breaks. So a little bit anti-synergistic there. Jing Yuan is okay. Any AOE character is actually like pretty good, just because of the fact that they can break more people like simultaneously. So any erudition character is good, really. Sorry, I yawned. Is Blade good here? Is Blade good with Bean? I mean, Blade is a DPS. Yeah, he has a follow-up attack. It's okay. I don't think it's anything super noteworthy. It's just basically a doctor ratio, but like less follow-up attack. So, probably not as, but you know. Jing Liu. Well, Jing Liu has a lot of turns, so I guess yeah. I'd say the main issue with Bean Actually, no. Bean's actually pretty good for Jingliu because Bean gives crit rate, I should say. So, and Jingliu's are generally built with like low crit rate because Jingliu gets a crit rate buff, right? So, yeah. So Jingliu, Topaz, I think should be obvious because of follow-up attacks. It's the same thing with Ratio, right? Gwen is a fire nihility, so yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I don't see anyone else noteworthy for being. I guess physical MC is something. I guess if somehow your physical MC is ridiculous, physical MC. Probably not though. But yeah. Nothing else I could say about Bean, like synergy wise. Basically, Sela, physical DPS. Run Mei can help if you can kill. Any follow-up attackers are good for extra toughness damage. Dr. Ratio, Shuyi. Daniel likes having buffs, so obviously Daniel just likes any Harmony character because he likes getting buffs. Because I believe he has a thing that's like, no, wait. Sorry, wrong thing. When Daniel is the target of an ally, okay, so that could be a healer. That could be a healer or anything. But yeah, Bean does target an ally, so Daniel does work here too. Any erudition character, so Himiko Herder, Argenti, those people. King Yuan. Big Daniel. Why would I say Big Daniel? Dill Pickle. I don't know. Dill Pickle good here. Good for Bean. I mean, I know Dill Pickle is good though. But Dill Pickle good with Bean. I mean, maybe. Oh, sorry, I got it. But I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it for Bean. I don't think I have anything else to say. But yeah, do make sure to follow Bean though. They are an absolutely cool friend of mine. Yeah, let's continue on to the next person. Don't take as a thought. Oh shit! I'm sorry guys. I do really need to stretch. And I need to blow my nose again, actually. Holy frick. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Ugh. If you don't like the noise of nose blowing, mute like 10 seconds. Oh, my goodness. Where's the connect? There you go. I still really like this Sela line. Alright, that's my favorite Sela line. Fight me. Alright. You like another Sela line? Well, I like ugh. But yeah. No Take is also a friend of mine. I do need to talk to him though. Like we don't really talk much. Like we mostly like mutuals. So if you're here, No Take. Yeah, wanna talk? My DM's always open. Twitter, Discord, whatever. You know. Yeah. No Take is a wind erudition, so AoE DPS. But with a caveat, so let's talk about the caveat after I talk about stats. HP, a little bit above average. Attack is above average. You're not gonna have like the best attack in the world. I know he's a DPS, but it's an erudition, right? Erudition characters, their scaling isn't that great because AoE, right? Defense below average, and speed is pretty high. Above average, there's okay. The scaling is very low, below average. average, above average, high, very high. That's the scaling, by the way, for anyone who wants to know. And a taunt value of 75 because DPS, super DPS characters that aren't freaking destruction. I have 75 taunt. They have the lowest taunt game. So, basic attack is something you don't use as an initial character unless you literally have nothing else to do or you want to save skill points. Nature's State. I'm sorry, this could have been so much better. Literally just like a little root thing with a hand. That's what. I apologize. Like I said, I did rush these, so you see like the quality going down as we go down. But yeah, it's just a basic attack, nothing special. But let's talk about something that's like very important. I'm sorry I butchered the freaking owl, but I also butchered. Okay, I also butchered No Take's little thing here too. So I initially didn't have a name for his stacking mechanic, which is called spores right now. So it was. I actually had it as question mark as a placeholder because I didn't know what to name it, and I didn't realize that I didn't have it. It was still question mark. So I ended up having to change it. So if I were to get rid of all of these layers that I have, right? Not that one. Yeah, it's still question mark. So, yeah. Well, let's talk about the talent. Owl Leaf Guild Networking. No Takes attacks marked enemies with a stacking spore thing for 2 turns, which stacks up to a set number. We're not gonna say the maximum number. I'm going to assume this max number is gonna be like 4 or something. That's my personal guess. But don't assume the number. It's a set number, alright? But other allies that attack enemies with the spore grant No Take a stacking damage buff. So I'll be wondering, okay, what's the gimmick though? You said there was something else, which I will talk about after these, because this is actually a trace. I just realized. No. Attack skill is it's really kind of generic too. It's moderate attack scaling damage to all enemies. So it's AOE. Little experiment is, those of you who don't know, No Take likes to do potions. So yeah. I must say right now, I don't know full lore on everyone that I'm doing here, so unless it's me, because I know myself, right? But I did at least check bios, so I at least have a guess of what to do thematic wise. But yeah, so skill is potion. Start a potion that's like covered in roots and stuff. I can see here. I know it's probably a little bit hard to distinguish those roots, but ultimate is the Wild Beckons. Costs 120 energy. Yes, No Take uses energy like a regular person. But he deals high damage, attack scaling damage to all enemies, which deals more toughness damage the more spore stacks the enemy has. So this is the AoE ultimate. So initially this will deal 60 toughness damage. So we're not gonna say like the numbers, like how much more toughness damage it'll do, right? But just know that if the enemy has spore stacks, which is gonna be quite a bit, right? Like it's gonna be at least like 1 or 2 stacks because AoE. But unless they're fighting a boss, which in that case they could have like a lot more, right? Maybe like 6. I don't know. There's spitballing numbers, but yeah. You can do more toughness damage, or could end up breaking the enemy's toughness stuff. So No Take is actually pretty good with B. I know I usually am not going to talk about synergies with other people that I'm showcasing, but No Take does go well with B. Yeah. We already talked about talent, but yeah, we already talked about talent, so let's go to the technique, teaching the new recruits, technique. This is like when you're on the field in the map. So if you're like walking around in like the overworld, this is what you can use. For those of you who don't know what a technique is in Star Rail. So No-Take's technique, he attacks the enemy. He doesn't attack. And then at the start of the battle, all enemies gain 2 stacks of spore. So the spores. I could have just write spores plural, but yeah. And you can see like the spores, the word spore is like lower. Like I said, this was originally question mark. So again, if you're new here, no take, I do apologize. Like I really apologize. But yeah. Traces. This is the part where I said there's gonna be a little quirkiness here. A2, Nature's Grasp. This one it's there. Nature's Grasp, basic attack applies 1 additional spore stack, so it's there. It's nice if you are dealing with the boss, for example, and you want to stack spores quickly, because all of his attacks apply spores. So there you go. A4, Owl Leaf Caretaker. Allies that attack enemies marked with spore gain a stack of talents damage for 1. This is the quirky part. Where I said, okay, this is where I said like No Take is a AoE DPS, but he has a quirk. This is the quirk. He buffs his allies. Or he has the ability to buff allies, so. So yeah, you could actually like have No Take with another AoE DPS. And it could give them more, like this is a stack of talents damage buff. So if someone does a single target, they get 1 stack. If no one attacks all enemies, that's 5. This is maximum enemies is 5. They get 5 stacks. It's ridiculous. Obviously, it is up to a set number. I assume this number is gonna be 5. But, you know. And then, A6, Owl Leaf Intelligentsia. Enemies with Spore have their defense reduced by a set percentage. You know, like I said, debuff. He has like a little bit of harmony and a little bit of nihility in there too, you know. So that's nice. Nature is harmonious. And then sometimes the circle of life makes it feel like nihility. But yeah, minor trace wise, No Take has attack, wind damage, and the third one is HP. Might as well have something, just something there. I could like do like crit ray or whatever if I wanted to, but it's okay. All right, and that's pretty much it for like the main meat and potatoes. And speaking of meat and potatoes, I don't have potatoes, but I do have meat. It's probably gonna get taken out of context, but I do have some stew beef from the errands that I was going to was actually to the store. You might be wondering, Kiyo, how the heck is going to the store take you so long? Okay, let me explain. Story time with Kiyo. So my mom wanted to have a membership at this store. She hasn't been there in a while and she needed to, I guess, get a membership again. So she wanted to get a membership again. So we went there and then we I mean, the layout of the store is kind of like similar to what we remembered when we last, or like when we went there a long time ago, but still. So yeah, we went to get the membership, and then it took a while because I don't think she herself knew what she wanted to buy. He just went around, walked around, bought like whatever, not whatever she wanted, but like whatever she needed, right? But Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that it took me on. Okay, I left at around 11, and we came home by around 2. That's prefacing that right there. I was hoping that I would get home at like 1 maximum, not 2. Ugh. And that's why I had like no time to do any of these. Freaking no takes, freaking owl owl symbol could have been a whole lot better. This could have been so much better looking, but I had no time. Actually, okay, if I had started stream, oh no, you know what? No, I think it would have been worse if we came home early actually, because if I hadn't delayed the stream, I would have not been able to do this. So, you know what? It's blessing in disguise, I guess. But yeah. Let's talk about let's talk about the whale stuff. All right. Eidolons, aka whales. I know I said that already, but I'm not feeling the best right now. Anyway, E1. Mutual partnerships. For those of you don't know, No Take, I believe lore-wise is also a guild master. So that's why that's why you see a lot of stuff about like guilds and then like nature stuff, because nature spellcaster, like potions and guild stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm making the theme based off of. For anyone wondering. E1. No Take's attacks also grant himself the damage buff of Taos, so he buffs himself. And he attacks all enemies, so he's 100% getting max stacks. Is this a required Eidolon? No, but it does ramp him up earlier, so it is something to think about. But yeah, it's there. E2, never-ending growth. Growth as in like plant growth, you know. But yeah, talent stacking damage buff maximum stacks is increased. Okay, this one is huge. Again, we don't know what the number is because we're not here for numbers and meta. We're just here to have fun. Right. Or I'm here to have fun showcasing this, right? So the maximum stacks are going to increase probably by like about 50% of whatever the original number is going to be. So gonna be interesting. E3 is the generic stuff. E5, E3 is the same, or yeah, generic. Two of these 4 gets buffed, right? Harmonious Wilds, Guild Networking, Initiative. I realize I wrote Rules of Nature, and I'm thinking of the song. Rules of Nature. I'm not gonna sing the song though, because I am tired, unfortunately. But E4. Our tech gains additional energy when weakness breaking enemies. So you might be wondering why this is really good. I mean, it's energy, which is good in general. Gaining energy is good, unless you can't use energy, which in that case is bad. Or useless, I should say, not bad. But No-Take is an AoE character, which means that No-Take is more likely to break enemies, or can break enemies more easily. So that means he is more likely to get more energy when he breaks. And there are like if you're fighting AoE stuff, which means you're gonna have a lot of like smaller mobs, they're gonna have a lot less toughness than like an elite or a boss, right? So yeah. But yeah. E6, the nature of Owl Leaf. Owl Leaf is the name of his guild, by the way. For those of you wondering why you keep seeing Owl Leaf, it's this guild. E6 ultimate deals more damage to enemies based on the number of spore stacks. boom, 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 shebang. Get more energy into nuke damage, potentially. Into actual single target DPS damage. So, yeah. It's nice. Again, like I said, I don't know what number of how many. Well, if he's a 4-star or 5-star, I'm treating everyone like a 5-star. So E6 is usually gonna be overkill. That's how I treat E6. But yeah, Notake's pretty simple. The playstyle of Notake is basically you want to use skill all the time, obviously. Or if you're fighting a boss, you may want to use basic every now and then. But you're mostly using skill, right? And then you use ultimate, obviously. Skill, 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 ultimate, maybe basic attack if you have to, or if you need to build up talent stacks or spore stacks against a bigger enemy, right? And then he also just on the side also buffs allies and himself, right? With this stuff, which is great. But yeah, very standard. Like, kind of has an interesting like support role as a DPS, which is kind of what I wanted to go for. Like, he's like a guild master who's like cool, but also helps his guild members, right, by doing these support traces, right? Okay, for those of you wondering about traces, traces is based on your level. So if you're like level 70 or you're Ascension 6, 70 to 80, you get A6, 50, 60, or I should say, yeah, 50, 60, or around there, you get A4. A2 is probably like a 30, 40, 40, 50, I don't remember. But around there, you get A2. But that's assuming you're not like far enough into the game yet. If you are far enough into the game, you're gonna get all of these pretty much, right? But yeah, that is Notake, and honestly, he may sound simple and does quite a bit of random rolls, like just does a little bit of everything somehow, except healing and tanking, but like buffing and debuffing them. It's nice. But let's talk about the build. And okay, I think that's okay. I don't think I need to talk about the 3-star erudition icons, do I? I mean, passkey is okay, but again, you're losing out on DPS if you use passkey. Unless you want to, if you want Notake to be a support instead of your main DPS, I guess passkey if you have to, but why? And then Sagacity, I think kind of sucks. So, 4 stars. Let's see. Genius's Repose is good for waves, because you want to defeat enemies, right? And Notake has to be the one to defeat the enemies, so if you're fighting waves, Notake is fine here. With Genius Repose, Make the World Clamor is pretty bad. It's basically that 1 3-star one. Yeah, it's Data Bank, except it has a little bit more. So it's bad, unless you have literally no other 4-star. Or I guess if you have like the ones that don't work, like Birth of the Self, because Notake doesn't use follow. So yeah, Birth of the Self's useless. Breakfast is good. It's just always good, unless they don't scale off attack or something. I don't know. Battle Pass like Cone is good. Yeah, fine. Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing else to say about it, really. And then, for the rest of these, Why are these? Oh, you only have. I forget we don't have many Air Edition characters either. Okay. Argenti Light Cone. Crit damage is good. We don't have that. No Take doesn't have that much. Max energy like Argenti, so as far as a little bit less useful, but it's nice, right? So this is fine. Before Dawn is just a really good stat stick. It's literally this part was just ridiculous. And then Night of the Milky Way I think is fine if you're doing waves. But yeah, Light Cone Before Dawn, no Argenti Light Cone, Himiko Light Cone for waves, 4 stars, Genius's Repose, Breakfast, Battle Pass is fine too, and then 3 stars Pass Key if you have to, but otherwise, Pass Key. Right. Relics, No Take is a wind. Unfortunately, the wind set is not that great for a DPS. I mean, yeah, it's not that great for a DPS, but wind damage, it's there. You get 2-piece wind, 2-piece something else that gives attack. So, Musketeer, Prisoner, those are fine. Right? Or I guess, okay. I just realized what this one is. Oh wait, no, it says imprisoned. Never mind. I was about to say like, oh wait, Wastelander could be decent. Then I realized this says 20% point, I guess, imprisoned. Never mind. Oh yeah, this is good. Not on No Take, but it's good on Imaginary, obviously. But yeah, there's not really much I can really say. I guess the 4-piece Quantum set is always nice for any DPS because ignoring defense is just good. Right? If they're weak to Quantum, even more, right? But still. 2-piece wind, 2-piece attack set, or 4-piece Quantum set. That's what I'd say is the best, in my opinion. I don't think there's like anything else I can really say. Because No Take's mark is not a debuff. It's not considered a debuff. I don't think. Okay, wait. No, Topaz is a debuff. So you know what? Okay. The debuff set could be okay, but you would need someone else to give debuffs. So. Not the debuff set that's coming out on 2.0, so it's probably not good on No Take, unfortunately. As for the balls, Glamouth is fine if you have speed boots. Oh wait, I forgot to say, wait, I did forget something. I forgot to say the main stats for relics and stuff. For Bean, anything goes for body, speed boots, anything goes for the orb, and then I just realized anything really goes for Beans, for the rope for Bean as well, except for energy regen, because Bean doesn't use energy. But yeah, for Bean is kind of like anything goes, aside from maybe like anything that like makes Bean tankier is good, and then break effect, like those are good, and then speed boots. That's pretty much it for Bean. Right. For No Take, you can do. It's very likely just a generic DPS kind of deal. You do crit damage, crit rate, right? Because crit is always nice. It helps a lot, unless you're a dot character, which in that case doesn't help. But No Take is not a dot character, so you want crit rate, crit damage, whichever one you need more. Boots could be attack or speed depending on what you're doing. wind damage, orb, and then attack rope. And I guess arguably you could do either break effect or energy regen if you wanted to, but I don't think you need it. But still jamming. Alright, but talk about synergies with other people. Alright. No take is AoE. So who would go particularly well with no take? Question. I guess, okay, if you want a dual DPS with like no take and another like erudition character, Run Mei is good for the fact that she allows dual DPS comps. So Run Mei and then like any other erudition character. If your main DPS is no take, then Run Mei is still fine. But you know, I feel like no takes like comp. You're dual DPSing with no take and another DPS for sure. Because no take has supportive capabilities. So probably like the ideal team for no take would probably be like no take, Run Mei, any erudition character, and then any sustain. So like Fu Xuan, Lynx, Natasha, Japard even. Whoa. But in terms of like synergies, like particular ones, not like ones that are just like good. I already said Run Mei and any erudition character. Ting Yun is I think just good for like anyone really, so probably not like as much for like no take, but she's still good. Like any DPS likes Ting Yun pretty much, unless they don't use energy, which in that case Ting Yun just doesn't matter. I know they're gonna do some kind of weird thing where they're gonna make certain characters not use energy. It's gonna happen at some point. It's gotta happen. And then don't say any leaks if that is the case soon. But there's gonna be a point where there's no, they're not gonna, they're gonna use like a different energy like mechanic. But yeah, I think no take is just more so you want a dual DPS. So I guess any DPS likes no take just for the fact that he buffs and debuffs just by doing his job, aka damage, or just attacking. Yeah, I don't really see anyone else. Like, okay, Hanya, if you really want to stack if you want no take to be stacking spores a lot, Hanya could be good, so that no take just constantly does a lot of skill, so that Hanya can just get the points, skill points for everyone. But otherwise, yeah, no one else that I can think of the top of my head. Really, it's just a more general like idea. It's just Run Mei is good, and then like any DPS, because no take is kind of like a Harmony character, Harmony Nihility character in an erudition character. So yeah. Yeah, that was. I'll be honest. Yeah, no takes is just really simple. He just fills multiple roles, which is nice. It's just, okay, he fills multiple roles because of his like traces. If he doesn't have the traces, then you're really early in the game and you're like not really, and you're at a point where you're kind of breezing through, but at the same time not really. Yeah, you're just on the grind basically. if you don't have all the traces. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, very simple character. AOE character, can buff, can debuff enemy. So yeah, dual DPS encouraged with no take. But you definitely need a sustain. Because no take does not sustain. No take just helps. In other ways, damage. Next up, this is the last person who submitted via Twitter. There were also, I will say, there were no Discord submissions. So for anyone who somehow, okay, let me check. Okay, yeah, no one submitted anything on Discord. Soul Kid another person. I believe they are a friend of No Take, so I hope I do you justice. Cause No Take probably knows Kenji, but I don't know Kenji. But I made Kenji a Quantum Hunt, just like Seal. I believe Skull Kenji is a V rider, which means he rides something. I don't know what. I am going to assume a motorcycle based on his outfit, but it could be something else, and I'm gonna be like, frick, because I was assuming that he riding a motorcycle. If I'm wrong, I'm frick, bro. If I'm wrong, it's fine, because just change the... Okay, so you see the pictures, is that right? You can change the pictures at any time. So if Kenji comes to me and says, Kiyo, I don't ride a motorcycle, then I can change some of these, right? We can change the name of some of the stuff as well, right? So yeah, but yeah, Kenji is a single target DPS, and I think I don't think I made his like extremely unique, but I think it's interesting. So let's talk about it. HP, or I should say stats, below average. I mean, your DPS isn't gonna have a high HP generally. Attack above average makes sense. Defense below average, again. DPS. And there's a reason why HP and defense are low. And speed is very high for a reason, which I'll get to when we talk about the abilities. And we'll skip this one because it's a drive-by. Goodbye, drive-by. I'm just kidding. Drive-by energy shot is a basic attack. Is it his bread and butter? Kind of, because with his skill, rev it up. Gains 20 energy, and he increases the effect. And yes, he does use energy for ult. He increased the effectiveness of basic attacks, damage, and toughness damage by 100% for each use. Again, this number could change. It could be 100, it could be something else. But as you could already see, it does not end Kenji's turn, so that means Soul Kenji is going to rev, aka skill point. He is very skill point hungry. So 3 revs, you're losing 3 skill points. So do be wary about Kenji's skill point usage. Now we're gonna skip the talent because talent's nice. Whenever Kenji does an action, so if Kenji attacks, if Kenji revs, if Kenji does ultimate, he gets a stacking speed buff for a turn. You'll be wondering, why? And that's because of his ultimate. We ride into the night as Talent's Gear Shift EX. I didn't know what to name it, so I just said Gear Shift EX. But ultimate, we ride into the night. 120 energy costs, pretty standard. But I mean, it's probably pretty low considering his skill increases his energy straight up by using it. He can use it as he can crank as many times as you want. Okay. Out of context, Kiyo. He can crank as many times as he wants. Okay, anyway. Kenji's ult deals massive amounts of attack scaling damage to an enemy, to a single target. I know it doesn't say it, but the single target. But it also gains quantum res penetration based on Kenji's current speed. So, the more actions he does, so like, he revs, he attacks, and then he uses ultimate. You're gonna have a lot of talent stacks, which means he has a lot of speed, which in turn makes his ultimate really good. So, yeah. And it also lets him do another turn later. Like, more earlier, right? Because he's getting speed. So... It's gonna be ridiculous. It's basically big damage right there. And we already talked about resistance penetration earlier with Bean, right? So, yeah. Alright, so, enough of that ridiculousness. Technique, which is, again, on field, so it doesn't really matter too much, but it can matter for MOC. Upon entering battle, okay, this is a buff. So upon entering battle, so like he gets himself this buff. For the next battle, Kenji will immediately use his skill without consuming a skill point. So he revs one time, and then the team immediately gains a skill point. So basically, you save 2 skill points by using Kenji's technique. Very nice. Which also means he gains 20 energy. And he gets speed. So I think it's pretty obvious what kind of platter ornaments that Kenji really wants. I don't know if it's obvious, but I think it's pretty obvious. At least to me. So yeah. Kenji's all about speed and about using those skill points. So you can already see where this is going, right? Alright, tracers. A2. This is why Kenji has sucky sustain stats. Kenji cannot take more than 50% of his max HP from attacks. So if you're building defense on Kenji, you're doing something wrong. I don't know what you're doing. Oh yeah, fail-safe protocols. That's what it's called. And then technique's called a little extra juice. You know, I guess for the people who want to see what all this is Kenji riding a motorcycle, stick Kenji, little speedometer, a gun, the gear, the stick in your car, and then this is like a fuel meter and with an arrow. This is a bubble shield with a shield inside it. That's literally Kenji's face. Although this is like a small version, so his face is supposed to be glass. The goggles that he has on him, right? These goggles. And then this is the same thing as this, except the stick is up here. Yeah. A4 Trace, Veteran Dock Fighter, allows Kenji, when he uses his ultimate, gives the Quantum Res penetration buff to Kenji's next basic attack. So, if you have a lot of things revved up, if you're revving a ton, then you could use ultimate during Kenji's turn, which gives you more speed. And then the next basic attack will have the same amount of quantum res pen as however much talent stacks you stacked onto him at the time. So A4 allows you to play Kenji, instead of Rev basic ultimate, you can do Rev ultimate basic. Or actually, you could do either or. Actually, this A4 allows you to Rev ult basic. But yeah. So it opens up a playstyle, I guess. But yeah, A6 is kind of just there. It's probably the least useful one in my opinion. If Kenji uses basic attack with no talent stacks, so that means Kenji did not ult last turn, and Kenji did not use skill this turn. For whatever reason, let's say you're out of skill points and you're fricked, so you had to use basic. That means his next action is advance forward by a set percent, which is nice if you need to do a little bit of speed tuning. So there you go. Minor traces, speed. I think it's pretty obvious why he has speed, right? Because he needs speed for ult, and his ult is his main bread and butter. Let's be real here. It's ultimate. It's like talent and ultimate is his bread and butter. Like skill enables talent and ultimate. It also enables basic, but it enables mostly these two. But yeah. Secondary quantum damage. I mean, yeah, it's there because he's quantum. And tertiary is HP. Might as well give him something, right? Give me a little cushion, you know. But, yeah. That's already ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty nice. It is pretty skill point intensive, but it's nice. Sorry, dude. You just do another stretch. Wait a minute. Wait. Ad start. Wait. Did it not? Hold on. I think the ad timing thing is timer's being a little weird. Okay. Oh no, it's actually starting soon. Oh. Okay. No, I'm not being an idiot. The ads are actually starting. I guess I'll wait until I talk about Eidolons because I know I'm gonna get interrupted.
Oh no!
Weirdly.
Oh
Like
no!
that.
Oh no!
I want you to show me fantasy, one path in the future. That's what I need. The crew takes it over. Away and see. Even I might flick out you and me. I thought that dream could fly away. Take me higher, take me away. Oh, 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 be my savior and take me away, away, away. Take me away. Tick and talk once more. You're hosting magic show. I cannot escape. There's nothing else left for me to do. Going to the other side. I don't wanna be alone tonight. Oh, leave me with the altar side. No one else left for me to lose. Heading to the other side. This part I don't know much about. Take me away. Oh, whoa. Away. Gotta be alone tonight. Other side. You lose. Heading to the other side. I don't wanna be alone tonight. Yeah, this part making me have conspiracy theories. Man. Yeah. That's a treat for the people who are subscribed or watching the VOD. There you go. you get me singing the freaking song. It's not the full and it's scuffed, but you know, you get it. So I appreciate to all those people who are subbed, because it means a lot. I am currently kind of dealing with struggle arc right now, which I honestly kind of want to like do again. I want to do the subathon again, but it seems I'm not getting really any interest in it. 'Cause I did a poll on Twitter. It is, yeah, I got one vote. Say yes. It was yes or yes. So, no, I'm a repost it. Because I actually really want to know if there's people who would actually join. It's super fun. I honestly really need help. But I feel like I don't get any.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Here we go
dang.
again.
Here we go again. All right. Let's do this. All right. All right. Eidolons. E1. A little extra in reserves. I know it'll be a little bit calmer today. But I mean, right now, but when there are 0 skill points, Kenji's basic attack grants an additional skill point. So, if Kenji is doing a lot of revving and you want to like waste all the skill points, you can. You can use E1, helps you get 2 skill points when you use basic. So, Kenji's basic attack gives a skill point. By the way, I think it should be pretty obvious here, but this does not turn Kenji's basic attack into an enhanced basic attack or something like QQ. Kenji's basic attack is still gonna give one skill point. So now E1 gives 2. So you can crank your hog all you want with Kenji. Imagine Kenji with Sparkle. Oh my goodness. Kenji with Sparkle, all the skill points is like using up all the skill points and then ults, and then uses more skill points and then and then with Ting Yun plus Spark. Oh my goodness. I know we're not going into the character synergies, but holy I just realized the character synergy. Oh wait, actually, because I didn't talk about Sparkle and like Black Swan for the other 2 people. Bean I don't think really cares for either of the 2. Bean really doesn't care about Black Swan because Bean likes having a traditional damage dealer and not a dot character. No take. I mean Black Swan's okay because No Take just likes having another DPS and Black Swan can be one. So, and then with Sparkle, it doesn't care too much about it, but I mean it helps him. Yeah, she helps him use skill more, I guess. But that's about it for No Take and Bean. But that's what I want to talk about because I forgot to talk about the 2.0 characters. And then I guess, oh yeah, Misha is a character. I forget what Misha's thing is. Wait, I need to check Misha. Star Rail 2. What's the site? Oh wait, no, I can go to Star Rail, the actual game itself. Tell me, right? Right? Yeah, I can. It's freaking clucky. The new freaking Penna Queen. Okay, every time I see this, I'm thinking not good thoughts. Okay, that's all. I'm not gonna say anything else. That's all you get, Hurry. Okay, combat roll. After allies consume skill points, Misha's ultimate also deals more hits. So Misha likes it when people consume skill points. But Misha is a destruction character, so he's a DPS. And yes, that's a guy. But in terms of no take, again, same deal with Sparkle. He doesn't care too much. He's a DPS, so it's fine. But with Bean, I guess it makes Bean more incentivized to use skill more. But I'm gonna keep this page up for myself, because I know for sure I'm gonna. Alright, we're talking about Kenji. How about Eidolon? So, E2. If you're at E2. Approaching maximum velocity. Kenji's talent also activates when he gains a buff, so. This allows Harmony characters to help Kenji out even more. So, Kenji likes Harmony characters. Or people that give him buffs. So, No Take and Kenji actually work well together because allies that attack enemies marked with No Take spores gain a stack of the damage buff. So, it makes sense, No Take and Kenji are friends. Coincidence? Maybe. Maybe not. But yeah. So, E2 makes Harmony characters very cool for him. So, yeah. E3, E5 they're just the generic stuff, but E3 is charged with guns, and E5 is passionate drive into the sunset. Basic and skill, again, talent ultimate is the bread and butter, which is why it's E5. But don't discount basic and skill, because they do damage. Wait, I just also realized skill doesn't have any scaling. Yeah, it doesn't have scaling. Let me... There we go. Not 100%. There you go. Scaling. That's the scaling. Skill increases basics damage. I apologize, Kenji. You are the first person I had to do a correction on. And actually the only person I have to do a correction on, because the last person is me. aka the next person, aka the last person is me. So... Spoiler alert, yeah. Actually, I just really, yeah. 22 hours. Oh, no, but I do want to take a break. So, after me, we end stream. But we're not at me yet, so. E4. Or Rev into the night. When Kenji uses ultimate, his next skill costs no skill points. So, it's just more, it's there. Honestly, it's a more consistent version of E1. Basically. So, very nice. And then E6, we will skip E5 because we already mentioned E5. I'm sorry, Kenji, if you are a say-so streamer, I will consider changing this name if you are a say-so streamer, but if you don't care, then cool, because your E6 is a real good crank. E6. Kenji gains 10 additional energy from skill, so that means this can help charge ultimate a lot more. So you are allowed to do rev ult potentially. Rev ult drive by. I think everyone gets what Kenji is, right? It's a very obvious playstyle. It's like Dill Pickle, except single target and very fast. Right? So good. It does mean that Kenji does require the right teammates, because he is obviously going to be cranking up a lot of skill points. He's gonna be using it a lot. So basically gonna be the same thing as like what Dill Pickle like synergies are, but we'll get to it when we get to the character synergies. But, yeah. Go to the light cones. Hot light cones. You are not using these. I think it should be obvious why. Because they're 3 stars, and what do 3 stars do? They have bad base stats, so you don't use them. All right. But I guess if you want me to say why, aside from the low base stats, if you're fighting waves, I guess it's okay. This thing, this is only for 3 turns. It's all stuff for okay. Darting arrow is the best one out of them, I guess. Okay, actually no. These two are contenders for each other. But assuming you don't have any Eidolons for Kenji, it's done. Sure. Because Genji already gained speed from his talent, so it doesn't matter. So Darting Arrow, if you have to pick something and you're really early on in the game, and you have Kenji. 4 stars. Only Silence Remains is good if you are fighting only bosses. But it's aight. It's there. Return to Darkness is if you really. I forgot this is a battle pass icon. I don't know why you would take the battle pass icon for this one, but it's okay, I guess. There are better light codes. That's all I'll say. Riverflow and Spring. Actually, this is pretty good for Kenji because he's at speed. If you can make Kenji not take damage, then it's good. But it's still pretty bad. Because you're likely gonna deal with an enemy that deals AoE damage. So unless you have Japard, which even then, Kenji is too fast, right? Kenji is very fast, so it's kind of bad. Because if you have Japard, you're just gonna use up the turns for shield. So it's probably not that great. So extremely niche, and even then it's still pretty mid. Subscribe for more. You are not using this. Why? Because this second part here. So you get more attack and skill damage, which is okay if you have nothing else. But you are using your ultimate. 100% you're using Kenji's ultimate. If you are not using Kenji's ultimate, then what are you doing? You do not want Kenji's ultimate to stay at max energy. His bread and butter is talent and ultimate. If you don't know what that is, get speed. And then use ultimate to have while having a lot of speed. Boom. Right? So, yeah, you don't want this because you don't want to save your ults like for a lot. I am hoping that there's gonna be a hunt character. Like I said this before in the last Kiyo-Sekai, but I'm seriously hoping that there's a character in the game that's a hunt character and wants to save their ult. So there will be someone who actually uses this light code. But yeah, swordplay is good because you want to hunt characters are usually hitting the same target over and over again. Probably not as good on Kenji just because of the fact that Kenji's basic attack it only hits once. It's just a shot. It's an energy shot. That's it. I guess ultimate is probably gonna be a multi-hit because the rewrite into the night is probably gonna be a lot of shots, but otherwise, it's not that great. But it's the best one, I guess, out of all of these, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's no other ones. I seriously can't wait for the 2.0 like Memory of Chaos light codes, or like the light code manifest light code, whatever. Garden of Recollection light whatever it's called. Light cone shop. Because we need more light codes. Oh yeah, 5 stars. There's gonna be a lot of these because there's a lot of hunt characters. 5, but ratio light cone. Crit. It has crit damage, I guess. This doesn't matter. So you're kind of. It's not the best because you want debuffs, and Kenji doesn't give debuffs. So no. He gives himself a buff, but no. No. Kenji doesn't do follow-ups, so no. Ratio's light code is good for ratio. Did you know that? But yeah. Stellar C is good. I think it should be pretty obvious why. Crit rate. Kenji likes crit rate. And all traditional DPSs like crit rate. But yeah, this is a Herda light code. But Sela light code, I think it's probably the bestest slot for Kenji. Gee, I wonder why the Quantum Hunt characters share the best light code. It's almost as if they both like speed. Yeah. For every 10 speed that exceeds 100, damage increased by this much, and their damage, their ultimate is increased. Yeah. Kenji cranks to get more speed, and then crit rate is good. So yeah, I think it should be pretty obvious that this is the best one. I don't think there's any of them that's gonna say, "Oh, this is better than than this light code." Okay. Sleep Like the Dead. This is a Yanqing light code. I know. If you're not critting, then that's a skill issue. So yeah. No. Unless you have no other 5-star and you want stats. Actually, no. Even then, just take this. Just okay. Take this one unless someone else has it and they have to have it. Which in that case, maybe, maybe. Yeah. And then this one is follow-up attack damage, so doesn't matter this bad. Although Topaz is nice. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the light cones. Relics. I think it's pretty obvious which one's the best one. But let's talk about the ones that you could do. You could do attack if you have nothing else. Attack if you have nothing else. So anyway, the bestest slot is obviously the quantum. Ignore defense, and if you're bringing Kenji in the fight, the target's gonna have quantum weakness. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forget that you guys can't see my hands, but yeah. If only it was like the other model that I made myself, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah. And Kenji has a quantum res pen in his kit, so that means the quantum set helps even more than it would normally, right? Quantum res. Yeah. Ornaments. I think we have an obvious winner here, but I'll also say the ones that you could use, aka literally just Rudolin Arena. If you have not, well, actually no. Rudolin Arena / Inert Salsado, because probably Inert because you are likely using you are using Kenji's ult a lot. You're at least using it once per turn if you can. So yeah, Inert Salsado. If you have to have something, because ultimate damage is ridiculously nice. Well, we're being real here. It's Glamour. Obvious reasons. If it's not obvious, Kenji gains speed with his talent, which every time he does something, he gets speed. So, speed. Oh, speed. If you don't have enough crit rate, then Inner Salsado's okay. Even Rudo Arena could be okay, but I would still for Inner Salsado. But, you know. In a pinch, Inert and Rudolent. Otherwise, Glamouth is the answer. Because it literally, you will do more damage than Inner Salsado with Glamouth. Right? You get attack, and then you get damage. And then this is damage 15, this is damage 18. Because you're definitely getting enough speed for Kenji. So, yeah. Especially if you pair him up with Est. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, speaking of Asta, Asta is really good for Kenji. Gee, I wonder why. She gives speed, and Kenji likes speed. Ruan Mei has speed as well, so yeah, gives Kenji speed, so also good. Probably not as good as Asta, but something to note. Ting Yun, if you really need to batteries Kenji, but you don't need it. You don't need Ting Yun, I'll be honest with you. Let's see. An SP positive healer would be really nice, so Luocha is really good. Mono Quant, if you need a Mono Quantum, Bushwen, Silver Wolf, Sparkle for more skill, for maximum skill points. And Kenji, so that's literally Mono Quantum. Hanya is good because she gives Kenji skill points by just having the team attack the target of her skill. So yeah. Nothing else I need to say really. Like a team, I think probably a really good team. Kenji, Hanya, Asta, Luocha. That's probably like a right there, straight up good team, right? And then Mono Quantum, if you really want a Mono Quantum with Sparkle, Bruce Schwen, Sparkle, Silver Wolf, and Kenji. That's also a team. Anyone else in particular? Not really, no. Not one I can think of. Obviously, I don't think you want to put in Burnia. Unless you're a god at getting skill points, which in that case maybe, but I don't think you're using Bronya, mainly because Kenji already has a lot of speed, so you don't really need to advance him because he's advancing himself, right? So I'm still off, but yeah, no one else really like. Literally just SP positive healer. For sustain, Ruan Mei, Asta, anyone who gives speed, Hanya also gives speed. Yeah, Hanya, Asta literally is gonna boost Kenji so much. Like he's gonna get ultimate, and then he's gonna crank, and then he's gonna give skill points just by ulting and then basic attacking. So like you do Hanya, you buff Kenji with Asta Hanya. Right? So that's like, and then if you have E2 Kenji, wait, Kenji. Yeah, Kenji is ridiculous. If you just have a lot of like buffers. E2 Kenji. Yeah, I think this is like the biggest buff, right? Like Asta gives a buff, a speed buff, which gives Kenji a speed buff, and then Hanya gives Kenji a speed buff, which gives himself a speed buff. Oh yeah, I will say, Kenji's talent does not, E2 does not proc itself. I'm just gonna say it right now. E2 doesn't proc itself, so you can't just infinitely get speed. I know there are gonna be some people who may ask in the VOD. You can't get infinite speed with Kenji, no. Because that would be busted. that would actually be like so busted that like you would literally not want to play the game. Because Kenji will always go forever and ever and ever and ever. Unless someone like instantly goes, right? Which even then, like if someone's advance forwarding themselves, then Kenji will still go over them. But if they do like a follow-up or like an ultimate or whatever, or the enemy I should say, then that's where Kenji gets a little bit screwed. But yeah, Kenji, very obvious play style, but yeah, it's just that ridiculous. I don't know what else to say. It's just that ridiculous. All right. Last but certainly not least is myself. I technically did a Kiyo-Sekai for myself already, but you know, I might as well show this one off on stream as well, just because I did change it. So, this is me. Hi. Hello. I do have a knife, yes. I do have a sword, yes. But yeah, anyway. Oh, if only this had like the chains. Like, for those of you who don't know, I actually do have chains. I don't have the button immediately available. Hold on. Yeah. Chains. I'll keep the chains on for now. But I'm sorry. I'm still really vibing to the music. But yeah. I am imaginary preservation. For those of you who don't know, I'm a enigmatic guardian. Protects the world in secret, so makes sense. A guardian is a tank. Preservation is the tank role. For those of you who don't know. As you can tell, yeah, the shield wasn't obvious stuff to you guys. Well, yeah, imaginary, and yeah. Stat-wise, my HP is above average. My attack is low, because I always say that like if I were in a game, I would not have high attack stat, or if I do, then I'm a bruiser, right? And I'll have a lot of sustain. But defense is high. It should be obvious I'm a tank. And then speed is above average. And then my top value is 150 because preservation is the highest top value, which is 150. But yeah. I'm probably gonna go quick with this one because I think there are people who already know what I am. And this is not gonna be pretty old news. And if you've been on my Discord, you've probably already seen this and you read this. So yeah, I'll be quick. But for those of you who need me to slow down, you are free to tell me to slow down. Right? I'm doing like a freaking sign, and I forget that you guys can't see it. I really need a 3D model, man. Ugh. Don't say 3D model funds, cause I'm already planning on getting like a alternate outfit, which I need funds for that. That one I actually do need funds for, but yeah. So you look forward to that when I get the funds for that, which is probably not likely, unless I start the struggle of subathon. So yeah. All right. Let's talk about my abilities. Strike true, basic attack. It's a basic attack. There is something else special with it, but we'll talk about it later. Next, protection from the shadows. For those of you who don't know what this is supposed to be, it's supposed to be an alpha sign, alpha symbol, an omega symbol, and it's supposed to look like the hoodie that I have. But yeah, it's a shield and then the two knives. Yeah. This is a bounce attack. So for those of you who don't know what a bounce attack is, so you target an enemy, and then that attack goes to another random enemy. So if there were, for example, 3 enemies, let's say these traces are the enemies. So let's say I target this one, right? So first hit will obviously target that one, right? Because I targeted that one. And then the next hit will just go wherever. I don't know if it's based on adjacency or not. So if someone could say if bounce attack has to attack an adjacent enemy to the target, or the the target itself, but basically you just attack enemy and then they'll attack another random enemy, and they could be the same enemy. So yeah, that's what the bounce attack is. It deals toughness damage regardless of enemy weakness type, and this is gonna be important for a reason, and we'll talk about it now because this is we don't want to talk about that yet. Guardian's Watch is my talent. I grant the team a scaling damage resistant buff based on the toughness damage that I deal during my last 3 actions, up to a maximum of 180 toughness damage. And this buff will not be reduced. So that means... okay, specific... Okay, I do have to emphasize what this means, because this might end up making people question what this means. So, let's say for example, I guess I can use here. Okay, say 60, 60, 60. Okay, I deal 60 toughness damage throughout 3 turns. This is like last turn, second last, and then third last action, right? So, if I attack a weakness broken enemy, obviously you don't deal toughness damage when you attack a weakness broken enemy, because they don't have any toughness left. So when a turn ends, it's gonna move these down. So this is the third last, so this gets removed, and then it'll be whatever this number is. So let's say I did a basic attack, it's 30, right? But if I attack a weakness broken enemy and I deal 30 toughness damage elsewhere, let's say I use my skill, right? So it will stay. It will add the 30 to this. So this track will not move. This will not move. Like this won't be the fourth last action. So that's what it is. So you can actually stack this. So, because there are gonna be situations where an enemy is weakness broken and I can't do anything about it. So, this prevents that from making it a problem. Yeah. Enemies that Kiyo weakness breaks, so when I weakness break, will additionally have their defense reduced equal to a percentage of my talent's damage resistance buff. So, depending on how much I have, damage resistance I have from my talent, it will deal defense reduction to that enemy, right? It's based on the current one. So if I'm already maxed out on the toughness damage, then it would be max value. But if I lose that value after the end of that turn, it'll still be the 180, right? So yeah. At the start of combat, Kiyo's previous action is considered as 90 toughness action damage. So when I start battle, it will be like 90, like this, and the dashes are nothing, right? Because we didn't have a previous third turn. So yeah, that's talent. This is ridiculous. It's easy to get the damage res buff going, or like to keep it there. So yeah. And then ultimate is a really high cost ultimate. And there are 2 words. Yeah, it says I have a plan and change of suppression. The first ult is I have a plan, which triggers this. So I have a high base chance to taunt all enemies for 2 turns. And then I trigger my second part of my ult, which is change of suppression, 7 actions after this is triggered. So if anyone does a random action like a follow-up attack, for example, that's an action. Someone uses ultimate, that's an action. So if someone uses a skill count, I don't know. I don't think QQ skill counts because I don't know. Depending on how they code it, maybe QQ's stuff will count. I don't know. But yeah. After 7 actions, this part will trigger, which I deal moderate attack. It's I'll deal moderate damage to a single enemy, but it scales on both attack and defense. And it also instantly weakness breaks that enemy and reduces their damage that they deal for 2 turns. And it deals significantly more damage if the enemy is already weakness broken. So if for some reason you mistime my ultimate, which is possible, I will deal a lot more damage. I can end up being a DPS with the ultimate. But yeah. Technique is pretty simple one. My damage res buff for talent will be maxed out, so it'll be treated as doing a full weakness break on a boss enemy the previous turn. So that will mean that I believe bosses are 450, so I know that's a lot. So it will literally be this. So yeah. Ridiculous, I know. But if you can't bring this to be higher, or if you can't keep this up, then it's bad. But it should be pretty easy, right? Depending on what you're fighting. Yeah. Alright. A2 trace. Because now we're out of the traces. A2 traces. These, I believe I didn't change too much. No, I changed one of them. A6 I changed from the previous Kiyo-Sekai. A2, hard-earned reprieve. When an enemy is weakness broken, it doesn't matter who does it, I give a party a defense scaling heal and I cleanse a debuff. It's a pretty small heal, but it's a heal. Because I'm already giving the team damage reduction, so I don't think that the healer should be that high, right? But A4, refined principles. Basic attack. Okay, this is why I said basic attack is also a little quirky. Basic attack also deals additional 30 toughness damage regardless of enemy weakness type. So basically, if I'm fighting an imaginary weak enemy, I deal 60 toughness damage with basic alone. But if I'm not fighting a imaginary weak enemy, then I deal 30 regardless of their weakness type. So it makes basic attack something that I can use more because I am a tank, so I should not be using skill points too much. Although if you really want me to do more stuff or more damage reduction, you want me to use skill. If you need insurance, but you probably don't need insurance, right? But A4, that's A4. A6 is the one I changed. I forget what it was previously. Let me check. I'm checking on Discord, by the way, for those of you wondering. Original. Okay, traces. A6 used to be called Deal With It, which is ultimate also gives a stat of a debuff resistant. Yeah, to all allies for 2 turns. So basically, ultimate gives effect res, a one-time effect res. But now I changed it to I have an increased chance to get hit because I need to actually pull aggro, right? And I get break effect percentage based off a tiny percent of Kiyo. I have to emphasize tiny percent. Because if I said a percentage, then some people are gonna be like, 5% defense? Oh no, that means, let's say I have like 4,000 defense. So 5% of 4,000 is 200. That's 200% break effect. Oh my goodness, Kiyo has 200% break effect. He's gonna instantly break an enemy and imprison them for so long. No. It's a tiny, it's like 1%. It's gonna be like 1 or 2%. So it's gonna be like 40 to 80%. Right? And the minor traces should be pretty obvious what they are. defense, effect res, and speed. I'm a tank, so I want to take turns, and if I don't, then I lose out. I lose out on helping the team, right? And defense, because that's my primary stat, and speed, because I like speed. Because I for those of you who don't know, I'd say I'm not like a traditional tank. I can traditional tank, but I do like dodge taking too. So that's why I have speed. But it's a tertiary stat, so don't worry. Because I don't consider myself the fastest, right? I consider myself pretty fast. Anyway, that's me. That's free to play Kiyo. If you have me at E0. Now, E1 to E6. Let's talk about those. Some of them are interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. E1. Unwanted Spotlight. For those of you wondering why it's called that, you can ask, but basically I feel like during my early life, I feel like I've been wanting to like not get attention, but because I do well in academically and stuff in my childhood, I basically got a whole lot of spotlight on me. But yeah, basic attack and skill have a 50% base chance to taunt enemies that are hit. So there you go. I can actually pull aggro for one turn, just for a turn. I didn't specify, but it's gonna be for a turn. One turn. E2, Opportunity Strikes. Alright, this is probably gonna be the Eidolon. The lore-wise, this Eidolon is about me being offered to be joined the Guardians. So when an enemy is weakness broken, I am advanced forward by 25%. This advanced forward becomes 100% of the enemy is an elite or a boss enemy. So if you're doing AoE shenanigans, 25% for each enemy. Otherwise, if it's an elite or boss, I get to go again. Thank you. So that means basically when I use chains of suppression, I go again. So E2 is actually really nice to get ult again. But yeah, E3, do what you must. E5, renewed purpose are the basic stuff, so I don't want to go over those. E4, do what you love. This almost say for those of you who are here, thank you. These two are. There's a reason why those are named that way. Because for those of you who don't know, my motivation is passion and desperation. If I have to do something, just do what you must, right? And if I want to do something, and I really want to, then it's do what you love, right? E4, basic attack and skill addition to scale off of defense. I like using both of them, so. So, and I like my primary stat is defense, so. I'm scaling off of defense. It's very nice. I do damage. E4 basically allows me to do DPS potential as a sustained unit. So, there you go. E5, we skip because we already talked about it. Renewed purpose is because during my life there was a point where I wanted to do something else in my life, but I now have a renewed purpose. I realize, yeah, I want to do this. Right? I feel like I'm more an entertainer at heart than I am whatever I wanted to be before, you know. E6, become hope. After using I have a plan. So first part of ult. I gain a large toughness damage buff for 2 turns, and I immediately take an extra chance. This is the overkill one, so if it's OP, then it's OP, right? That means if you can technically also just use the first part of ult like right before it's my turn. So, but yeah, playstyle wise, I think it should be pretty obvious that I am a tank I give damage reduction to the whole team, so in case someone else gets hit, they take less damage. And I like dealing toughness damage. And I like breaking. So pretty simple. But you know, I also do other stuff too. And then like with Eidolons, you can allow me to be a DPS. So yeah, it's fun. Did I say? Oh wait, I forgot to say the main stats for Kenji's relics. Main stat: body is crit damage, crit rate, whichever one you need more. Very likely gonna be crit damage, body, because it's better in my opinion. Because 64% crit damage is nothing to scoff at, right? Speed boots, you can absolutely argue speed boots. But if you need attack, it is fine to do attack on Kenji as well. But if you want to focus on ult, like you can do either or, because Kenji likes both attack and speed. And then quantum damage orb, and then attack rope. Okay, you could argue energy regen if you want to be a little quirky. But I'd have to do the math to determine whether or not energy rope is even viable for Kenji. But yeah. If it's viable, then energy rope could be something. Otherwise, attack. And 100% attack. Yeah, I already talked about all this. So I guess I could say relic main stats for myself as well. Main stat body should obviously be defense. I don't, unless you, okay, if you want to do a DPS Kiyo, you could do crit rate, crit damage, I guess. But why? Why would you build me like an actual DPS? Because I'm more so like break effect. But defense, if you don't have Eidolons. Or if you have Eidolons, still defense. But defense, speed boots, because I am a tank. I want to use my ult. Technically, I don't even need speed. If you could even do defense on me if you really want me to be slow. So defense or speed boots. Defense. I know it's very obvious, but defense. Defense orb. If you really want me to be a DPS, I guess you could do imaginary damage if you feel like I'm overkill on defense. And then you could do defense, energy regen, break effect, rope. But I assume defense. So and when in doubt, if you don't know what to build me, just defense main stats. Right? But yeah. Substats, effect res, speed, HP, defense. Alright. Break effect. But let's go to the other stuff. Not that. Not this one either. 3 stars. Preservation like cone. Amber is actually good. This is the best one. So yeah, Amber. It gives me defense. Unlike the defense like code, which gives me health. Or heals, sorry, heals. And then pioneering, I guess if you want me to heal myself, because I do like breaking as well. But I have to be the one to break, so it's kind of whatever. 4-star wise, day 1 of my new life is good because I get damage. I increase damage res, so yeah. Landau's choice, also really helpful for getting aggro. This is me if you really want me to be a DPS. If you can, yeah, I can actually do a lot of damage. So with ult, so it's actually a viable light code for me. Trend is actually pretty good. if the enemies are very fast, trend is nice to burn. But it's still a meme, unfortunately. Wildfire, if you can. I still don't really care for a wildfire light cone, but I do like the small Sela in the light cone though. But it's still nice to have, I guess. If you can finish within 5 turns, I guess it's good. But in MOC, you're probably not doing that. Light cone 5 stars. It's Japard. I think it's obviously it's Japard. I mean, effective rate isn't as useful on me, but it's still good because I do taunt. So, moment of victory is probably the best one, I assume. Fu Xuan light cone. Nah. Texture of Memories is fine. If you're free to play and you want a 5-star one, Texture of Memories is fine because Effect Res is still good on me, and I do like a shield, and then I do typically reduce damage and yeah, in it stacks, so good. Nothing else really, and we haven't been spoiled any new preservation light cones. There probably is gonna be a 4-star one in the light cone shop, but otherwise no. Relics. I think the obvious stuff is Wuthering Snow, 2-piece Wuthering, 2-piece Purity Palace. Purity Palace for the obvious reason of defense, and then Wuthering Snow for damage reduction. If you really want me to be a DPS, I guess Wastelander is okay. Break effect set is good too, because I love breaking people. I can instantly break a single enemy, so yeah. Follow up, I don't do follow ups. Yeah, everything else kind of. Yeah, messenger is bad because I use ultimates on enemies, not allies. And then I guess if you want to meme with Longevous, but I don't really care for it. So yeah, 2-piece Wuthering, 2-piece Night. If you can't do anything else, 4-piece Wuthering, 4-piece Purity is okay. 4-piece Wastelander if you want to meme with damage Kiyo, and then 4-piece Brick Effect is fine too if you want to do Brick Effect. Planet Ornaments I think should be pretty not obvious actually. Bellowbog is fine if you have if you have a effective rate on me for some reason, or if you just really want 15% defense. Broken Keel I think is the favorite because effect res is very important. If you want to make me be a DPS, Inert Salsado for the ult, but my ult cost is 160, so probably not Inert. Penacony if you want me to be a imaginary damage buffer. Italia is also nice if I have enough speed and you want me to do break effect build. It's also good. Von is okay, not amazing, but okay. Well, yeah, that's about it. Fleet of the Ages is something you can use it, but it's not something I would use. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah. Characters. I think it should be pretty obvious which ones I love. Ruan Mei, I will break anything for mommy. I mean, Ruan Mei. Anyway, Ruan Mei. I will break anything for her. In fact, I can instant break something. Like, it's just that good. She's just that good with me. She helps me do more toughness damage, which in turn helps me tank for the team. Helps everyone be tankier. Himeko likes weakness breaking. However, I am imaginary, so it does imaginary element. I am not a figment of your imagination, guys. Okay. Alright, I may be imaginary, but I am real, okay? Anyway, I will break anything for Himeko, but the thing is, Himeko does want the enemy to regain their toughness, so may not be as good, but still helpful. Asta gives speed, but I don't really care too much about speed. I know that I like speed, but I don't care too much about it. Let's see. Who else would I go really well? I go really well with Welt. If Welt is also break effect, well, then we anti-synergy. But otherwise, Welt run me, and then like someone else. And then like, yeah, so literally someone else. You can have Welt be DPS, have Wukong. Rocha? No. We don't need. I'm already a solo sustain, so we don't need Rocha. Ting Yun can help battery me, is because my ult is very expensive. Ho can battery me, but why would you play Ho why would you have 2 sustain? Fuxuan, no. That's another thing. Hanya can help me become more SP negative, but it's alright. Nothing to say about it. Like, but why would you would definitely not want to buff me, Hanya, right? I don't help Yanqing, unfortunately. I don't give shield. Sorry, Yanqing. I may reduce the damage you take, but if you take any damage, why loop? Because I want to, and because I said so. But welcome on in, Herbs. You're actually near the we're actually near the last person, aka me. So I'm literally talking about the character synergies for myself. So we're almost ending. No one else I can say in particular that I like. Play it. Can I? You know what? If I can, or if I know how, let me see. Can I rewind?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
no!
Oh, ad. Okay. Well, I'll figure out how to play it in reverse, I guess. Custom. What if we do... No. No, it has to be ×1. No! No! Okay. Well, you know what? I think I would just use this opportunity to learn how to... Okay. A YouTube video in reverse. I actually kind of want to see it now. Because there could be a secret message in the thing, okay? How do you make a YouTube video play in reverse? I don't want to use the freaking thingy. Wait, what if I did? Okay, no, that's not how. Wait, what if I did? Nope. Nope, that still doesn't do that. It still does the same thing. Top 3 ways to play a video back. Oh yeah, I could just edit the thing. Nah, but I don't want to do that. I think I do have the file actually. Well, let me check. Maybe I don't. Oh, I do, but I have to cut it out because because this file has all the versions. Don't need to do it right now. Also, I'm still seeing the notifications of people liking one of my replies in Twitter. I made a reply where someone was like talking about how Firefly is likely to disappear later on in the story of Penacony, and since I already explained the thing that I wanted to talk about, conspiracy theory. I guess I'll say it's conspiracy theory after ads end, but conspiracy theory in about 5 seconds.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
But if you care about not spoilers, because this is a conspiracy. If you care about conspiracy theories for Star Rail, mute the stream until I get rid of the censor. Okay, this censor means that I'm talking spoilers. Okay, all right, or not spoilers. I should say spoilers. I'm talking about conspiracy theories. Okay, Firefly is actually one of the characters that I really like, which is actually being head patted right now. Apparently in the trailer, it's kind of like they're trying to kind of imply that she's gonna disappear later on in the story. So I'm a little bit sad because Firefly has been like someone that I've been really hyped for. But I have a conspiracy theory. Okay, before I talk about the conspiracy theory, the reply that I posted on Twitter to that tweet, I said disappear among the sea of fireflies, and then I put a melting face emoji because I didn't like it. I don't like Firefly disappearing. And then illusions of the past. I basically said Sela ult as a reply, and then with a crying emoji because I don't want her to disappear and be an illusion of the past. And then I did a parentheses. At least I am prepped for Sag when it happens. Also, what is this move? What is this Evo? Why? But why? Okay, I should question why a streamer's emotes are like that. You know? But anyway, conspiracy theory for real this time. I think Firefly will come back. Okay, so the song that you're hearing right now is the extended version of the trailer, right? Of the trailer song. So there's a part. Actually, I'm gonna make the song louder. All right, and I'm gonna go to the part. No. All right, this part we need to listen to carefully. Okay. Okay, pay attention, chat. This part, pay attention. Pay attention to the lyrics. Okay, did you hear that? Okay, the lyrics. Okay, first let me reduce the volume. It started over. Oh, that's too quiet. Okay, there you go. Something about disguise and the truth and lies. This means conspiracy theory. Firefly is a character that we're gonna meet in Penacony. Like it's gonna be my crack theory is it's gonna be Sam, mainly because they have the same color palette or color scheme. All right, so if we go to HSR Sam, all right, so like Sam, okay, Sam, and then like HSR Firefly, okay, there you go. I'm prepping stuff. Hold on. Oh wait, but you guys can't see it. But yeah, they have a similar color scheme. Like Firefly is like green, white, black with like gold. Sam has like white, black, gold, and then like it's his glow is like energy or whatever is like kind of like bluish green, similar to like Firefly. So a crackhead theory is that I think Firefly could be Sam. And in that case, that crackhead theory also reminds me of Bakugan. Okay, if you care about Bakugan spoilers, mute the stream until I end the freaking get rid of the censor. I don't think people will care about Bakugan spoilers, but there's a character in Bakugan in the anime. Her name is Alice, and she has a hidden persona. The name is Masquerade. It wears a mask. So yeah, that's what this crackhead theory is reminded me of. Okay. And to all the dreamers in chat, don't say if I'm right or wrong, because I hate story spoilers. I super hate story spoilers. So. Oh wait, the wrong button. That one. Oh. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about character synergies. Actually, I think I talked about them all. Actually, I don't think there's anyone in particular who would like synergize well with me. Oh yeah, no, Sushang. Sushang also likes enemies that are weakness broken. So, Sushang. So we break anything for mommy. We break anything for mommy. We break anything for head pat. We break anything for. That's it actually. But yeah. And then Welt just really helps with the with delaying the enemy more. So yeah. Very nice. But yeah, an ideal team for me I guess would be me, of course, Ruan Mei, Welt. And I guess since it was Ruan Mei, you can dual DPS with Sushang. So that's actually a really good combo. Like Ruan Mei, Sushang, Welt, me. Right? Like I break enemies, Welt delays them. Ruan Mei lets us break faster and gives damage buff. And be ridiculous as she is, because she's mommy. And then Sushang likes having the enemy be weakness. Sushang likes the enemy be weakness broken because her RNG in her skill lets her bypass RNG because if an enemy is weakness broken, her RNG will always be 100%. So initially, I think it's like 35%. Let me check. Skill 30. It's already 33%. But yeah. That's it for that's pretty much it, right? I pretty much said everything. And I'm the last person, so I'm kind of done. Over. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Alright, let me since I did say I want to end early, because I kind of not early, but I know I said I didn't have enough time for stuff, so I am going to end stream. So I'll try to find someone to raid. If there's anyone doing Star Rail, I'll raid them. That I know, like a friendo. Otherwise, I will raid someone I know. No Take is in this collab. Okay, I have to raid this. Okay. This is also a person that I know. Raid Eldritch Grandpa. Next week, I don't know what's gonna happen next week. I'm not gonna lie. I will do a schedule when I can. But I know for sure things are gonna be a little bit hectic, so I don't know. I may end up starting the Struggle Arc Subathon next week. Not actually, no, not next week. I think I have to do something next week actually. So the week after, maybe. Otherwise, we'll be rating Sam because he is actually doing a collab with No Take, which is one of the people that we actually did a Star Rail character kit on. I do apologize though for your character kit because the word spore is very tiny. But yeah, do stay if you are here because I do want to support Sam because Sam is also doing a little thing for he needs he wants to go to Offkai. I think it's Offkai. Whatever. He wants to go somewhere. He needs funds for that. Also support No Take. Wait, I didn't shout people. Okay. Check all these people out. Let me give like links. Okay. I already shouted out Bean, so I'ma hope this is Kenji. No, that's not the right one. All right. Ignore that one. That one's bad. Oh yeah. Raid. Oh, okay. Sub. Raid. Let me cancel actually. Cause I'm not prepared. Raid 2FA. Frick. Hold up. I still haven't even done my outro either. Okay. Let me check Soul Kenji's Twitch. I have it. I just need to. Okay, there it is. And then do check out Soul Kenji as well. I didn't actually do the. If you do want to follow Kenji, and then I did not do one for No Take, so can I shout out multiple people at once? Oh, I must wait. Oh, I have to wait 2 minutes. Ah! Okay, I guess I can. I guess we can talk a little bit more before I raid them. Although I don't need to shout out No Take that badly because No Take's also in this collab with Sam. So, we'll just raid. Ah. There you go. All right, thank you all so much for joining me. I do love doing these. So if you do want to see more though, do tell me. Like seriously, I really want to do more. I feel like a lot more people just want me to just continue doing other games. Or I'm gonna be honest, I'm so addicted to Star Rail that I don't know. I kind of don't want to. I'll ask my Discord if they want to see more or not. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. And as always, make sure you worry about yourselves and take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful life, everyone. I'll see you guys next week. I don't know when next week because life is being weird this week. Probably gonna be weird next week. So yeah, let me make sure I copy pasted. Okay, I did. Alright. Ready? Ready. Wait, am I ready? I'm not ready actually. Alright. Yeah, we're ready. Let's go.